of Jacksonville Pool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everybody. Tim Jones, Voice of Jacksonville Pool, here live with you at the one and only 9-ball heaven, where we got Team So Good back to the table here, and the one and only fire-breathing Rubber Duckies, FBRD in the house here. We're at the beautiful 9-ball heaven location, on site with you guys the entire weekend here. We're getting everything started, guys, so do bear with us for just a moment, and as soon as I know who is putting up and all the jazz, I will get you all the information here as quickly as I possibly can here, guys. In the meantime, if y'all will do me a world of favors here, go ahead and get the stream shared out. Go ahead and comment. Let me know you're here with us this morning. Good morning, everybody. And then let me make sure my scoreboard is updating here. It's going to take just a moment. Guys, obviously, as we go throughout this matchup here, do keep in mind that it is going to be a little tough from time to time to keep up with the score. It is highly probable that at some point in time I'm going to mess that score up. I will do my best for you guys as much as possible. I'm going to mute up for just a moment while I'm waiting to see who's putting up first here, guys. And as soon as I have that information, I'll get you that and let you know the first players. But let's get this party started, guys. Appreciate everybody being here this morning. Thank you. Guys, for sure we got Trey up. I think looks like Beth is up as well. Now, Beth is a skill level 5, so I will get that points needed here updated for y'all. Give it just a moment here, guys. Oh, and I got to flip the names here. Sorry, y'all. My fault here. Let's get this updated properly here. Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies did put up first. Beth winning the lag right there. Race of 38 to 31. Skill level 5 versus skill level 4 to start the morning here. Guys, let me know you can hear me just fine on the live stream, please. Everything's looking good on my end. I checked on my phone. It sounds good as well, but just let me know. Keep in mind, obviously, we'll be concerned with any sort of extra music going on in the background and stuff like that as well as we continue throughout the day. Testing some things out here, making sure stuff's working for me. There we go. Instant replays up and working as well. Perfect. Yeah, by all means. Thank you for asking. But, yeah, use here. If y'all need more room, do y'all need more room? You need to put bags or something over there? Okay. If you do, just slide that over. There's plenty of space. There we go. Rachel, good morning. Landon, good morning to you. Welcome on in, everybody. Sorry, guys. We're trying to get everything adjusted here and set up for the morning. But we are underway. Round 1 has begun. Amanda on the YouTube side says, sounds good. Amanda, thank you for being here, my dear. Appreciate y'all. Always love all of our YouTubers, guys. Yeah, this is kind of the anticipated matchup here of the day. Anticipated matchup, indeed, to say the least here. This is these two were the top voted via Jacksonville APA via the shared link to go up against each other, and so this has been a long-awaited, anticipated matchup here. All right, everything else is good. Let me get Beth her points. And then again, guys, just please, please, please do bear with me about the points here. Highly likely I'll get them wrong, like I said before. You guys know how it goes. It's a little tough to keep up with the score on 9-ball versus 8-ball. I like these put-ups right off the bat, though. It does seem that the Team So Good puts up Beth first, I'd say on a regular basis from what I can tell. Could be off on that a little bit. But I like seeing the kind of, your mid-ranked players, your 3s, 4s, and 5s to an extent to be kind of your first throw. That way you're not throwing off too crazily one way or the other. But also depends. There's a lot of strategy to be had in 9-ball. You got a wider range of players. So Landon is right. FBRD is on home field advantage indeed. These beautiful 7-foot predators here at 9-ball heaven. Very nice. Good shot by Beth here. I like the fact she let it go in between the rails just fine. Didn't worry about holding back her stroke any on it. 4 is a little complicated, guys, for those getting used to it as well, and I'll mention this throughout the day. The 4 is the purple ball on this one as well. Some of us are used to it being pink instead, but the 4 ball is there towards the top right of the table. Great stroke here. She does end up bumping into the 4. Looks like she still has eyes on it, but not a favorable lead. And then I think we're about to, I think everything's running so good, we might actually get Kelly on the live stream right away. This is going to be great. I'm not too surprised. Mike and Kelly work hard at all this stuff to get everything processed and ready and prepped and clipboards done and players meetings. And guys, y'all ought to see the amount of notes that Kelly has on her phone. Yeah, Rachel, her note in her purse to look at her notes on her phone. Yeah, we talked about that on the last stream. I felt bad to an extent picking on Kelly because I don't have her level of organizational skills. So for me to even kind of pick on her at all is a little ridiculous. Good morning, Kelly.
Are we picking on me and I'm not even here yet?
Yeah, we're picking on you just a tiny bit here. We were talking about the organization and the notes and everything like that, and I was saying how it cracks me up that I'm even picking on you a little bit about the notes situation just
the
because.
The note to look at my phone?
Yeah, the notes, the handwritten note to look at the notes in your phone.
Yep.
It's phenomenal. Deborah, good morning to you as well, my dear. How are you? Welcome on in, everybody.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning. Great players meeting. That kicked off perfectly on time. I mean, there was literally when you got off the chair, there was like 18 seconds left in the countdown. yeah, like it was spot on.
That's
absolutely
awesome.
Spot on. It was good.
Did the countdown start right at 9:45 too?
No, I might have been a few minutes late on that.
Way to go, Tim.
Yeah.
Guys, I did my part.
She did her part. I was trying to make sure everything else was good to go here. Beth already off to a commanding lead for the first rack, though, even though she's got 7 points of weight to give up here.
I'm sure you've already pitched 1,000 times by now, but if you haven't yet, hit the share button, guys.
definitely
We've made
do so.
every effort to get the word out today that we are here and live, and thank you to all 12 people who voted 6,000 times for helping us choose the match this morning.
It was so good, to say the least.
I'm not even sure that 12 people voted 6,000 times, I think.
Yeah. By the way, I had to say that just with the team sitting next to us. Even Carlos looked over at me when I said it was so good, and he was smiling, laughing.
I know. It's always so awkward to commentate right here because, like, the viewers or people that are in here with us right now, what you can't see is, like, I'm kind of sitting, turning into the table to Tim, because if I turn to the right or even sit straight into the table, like, I'm practically on top of the team here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's always funny with that. It's something that's both a challenge and a pleasure, because you'll say something and they'll be like, they did really good on that shot and stuff, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, I see. I was right on my guess.
Yeah. You already had the skill level 4 points needed
Populated.
on there. Yep. Yeah, it's always a kind of running joke now with me and Kelly at this point, right? Where we're like, they're gonna throw a mid-level. We're thinking it's probably gonna be a 4. Let's go and put 31 points up there. Jake says he voted approximately 5 times.
There's a camera behind it.
Oh, here, I'll fix that.
There we go. It's like, what is that? So, after all the hype around this match,
Yeah. All the hype.
here we
indeed.
are.
All the hype, indeed. It's been great though.
It
I
was
love
so
the voting.
fun.
Though. I love the voting here.
It was fun. We knew when we put it out there that somebody was going to ballot stuff. There were 36 teams here, so there were 240 options of people to ballot stuff. Wasn't sure who was going to do it, but we knew there was going to be one.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of just figured that that's part of the fun of it. It wasn't meant to be a legitimate election. It was meant to be, let's create some fun and get some good jabs going, and it did that. So
Yeah, it was
thanks for helping
good.
us choose if you voted.
The drama llama was live on scene, to say the least. I had to pick on JT because I made my post about it and everything else, and I wrote in there. I was like, if you call it so-called drama in there, and he's like, there was no drama, and I was like, you didn't get me. I chose my words very wisely there. I promise you, on purpose. So I was picking on him afterwards and via messaging. And we were talking back and forth a little bit, but I told him, I was like, I'm glad though. I was like, that post went from 0 to 100 really fast. It was very successful. It was a lot of fun, and I think
You guys cost us an upcharge. I just want you to know that. On the plan, on the voting, you had to pay for how many votes you could get.
Oh Lord,
and
that's funny.
The box was checked to like automatically upgrade our account if we hit a certain level of votes.
Yeah.
And you guys blew it out of the water.
That's amazing. That is hilarious. It's even better.
I'm pretty sure they might have surpassed yet another level of upgrade just on our drive here to 9-Ball Heaven this morning.
Yeah. That's too good.
Did you see how close it was, though?
No. Did it get super close?
You legit haven't seen it?
I didn't check since
crazy close.
Late last night. Like I was up at probably 4 a.m. when I woke up.
And they were voting up until the second we shut it off this morning.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And the votes, the final count. It wasn't 6,000. It was 8,433 people. Well, no, 8,433 votes. Who knows? 12 people, but.
By the way, y'all just missed it while Kelly's trying to explain this. I'm trying to confirm score with Carlos over there, and finally I just looked at him, and he's shaking his head yes and then no and yes and no. I looked at him and said, "Ocho y dos?" And he's like, "Yes." I was like, "All right, you better stop it." Made me have to bring out my Spanish here out of nowhere.
So, all their effort made it pretty far. So look how close this is. So we had 8,400 votes.
Okay.
Right? The one that we're watching
my gosh.
got 49.6% of the votes. The one that came in second got 46.4% 4% of the votes. Like, they literally won by 0.2 of a percentage point.
That is amazing. Jake brought up a good point. He said so the teams will show a past due on the score sheets this week.
Did I miss the joke there?
No, he's talking about from the upcharge from y'all getting so many
Oh.
votes. He's saying to recoup the money. Jake, I like that. That was good, buddy.
Are you volunteering?
Oh, man, that was too good.
Oh. So I came up with this idea and just randomly like found the first polling system that I felt like would work, and I was like, okay, cool, free trial. The first time that the votes where it was like, it's not working because free trial ends at 10 votes. And at that point, I was locked in, guys.
Yeah, you were like, I'm not giving up on this now.
So, yeah, no, at that point, it was like, well, I need a fast fix. So the fast fix is to pay for an account. And then you guys helped us pay for an account multiple times.
That's amazing. That is so amazing.
At least these online platforms aren't that expensive, and you can cancel at any time.
That is good. That is definitely good. No, I love this is, again, guys, for those who don't know, by the way, Kelly, the wonderful graphics and stuff, works very hard on all this stuff here to give us a really good showing here. And, again, that's just yours and Mike's and Marianne's ingenuity of all this, of just bringing these different aspects of this wonderful league to life for us.
Well, thank you, Tim.
Things we didn't know we wanted or needed, but gosh darn, as soon as you did, I'm like, I'm literally like the whole time, like, why haven't we done this before? Like, this is amazing. I was like, oh my gosh.
We might work on the ballot stuffing situation.
Yeah.
But, it was a fun first-time experiment.
I think it was great. And I'm very happy to see the two teams that are on the screen here. It was. Ooh,
oh, wow.
She's just get a little love there.
Beth is such a good shot.
She is. She is a. So when I think of players, Kelly, a lot, I think, and you and I have had this conversation before, when I talk about myself, of how I kind of grade myself, right? I think of when we see like a skill level 5 or skill level 4 and stuff, I think of kind of a low, mid, and high. Are they on the upper echelon of a 4 to where they're creeping into 5 territory, or
sure.
Are they, hey, like you're a brand new 4, like you still got some more growing to do, and I kind of think of different aspects of what each player needs to work with. Beth is definitely towards that upper end towards me, and it's been amazing because I remember seeing her on the screen too before as being a 4, and like me being like, hey, me and Beth kind of play somewhat even, and then me being like, nope, she's taking me, and now at this point in the game, I'm like, man, like if I go up against her, like I need to have one of my best games. I need to have like my A game coming and playing right there, and really, really, really take it super, super serious if I really want to have a great shot at beating her. And it's just been amazing to see her growth and development. And now we get somebody on here that, I'll be honest with you, I know I've seen Trey once or maybe twice before, but very few and far between. And so I've been excited to kind of see his gameplay here. And I even talked to him before the match. I said, look, I was like, is this your first World Qualifier? He said, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, this is amazing.
I was going to say, I think he's a fairly new player.
Yeah, very much so. And I told him, I said, look, I was like, your adrenaline's going to be pumping. I was like, depending on when you get put up, take a second. Oh, I just gave the wrong score there. I was like, take a second. I was like, go to the bathroom if you need to, and, splash some water on your face, take a walk around for just a moment, breathe. And I said, no matter what, just do the best that you possibly can for your teams.
I haven't watched Trey shoot a lot because he is a fairly newer league player, but sometimes I get lost as to how new people are, because for Mike and I, everybody was new 3 years ago. So
Very true. Very true.
So
it's wild to think that that is.
Did you come in at the same time as us, or were you here for 20 years prior to us?
Right.
Or
It's wild to even consider that.
This is like our anniversary with Jacksonville APA every year. So the prior league operators ran the World Qualifiers, and we had actually already moved to town, and we're taking the time to get set up.
Yep.
And then as soon as the World Qualifiers were done, we jumped in and took the league over at that point. So it's kind of an anniversary. This is our 3rd World Qualifier as Jacksonville APA.
I love that. Great timeout being called here by Carlos.
Very smart.
Yeah, look at that 6 ball from the side angle view here. It's a little bit past.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky one. It's a scratch shot all day long, at least, but I feel like he has just coached her to hit this in a very different way than I would have thought. because it almost looks like, I can't quite tell. I think he's trying to get her to cut it,
Yes,
which is actually your best shot of not scratching here. But I would definitely play some left on there and send it straight in the pocket.
interesting. Okay. I see.
Oh,
He's
left.
got her even at that very first time. And yeah, okay. Going defensive.
What a defense.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Nice.
I like the option.
I thought he was setting her up to draw that magnet into the pocket.
Right. Jake said, could it be like a Facebook poll where each person could vote
yes.
once? Yeah.
And, that probably maybe, I don't know if it should have been the way we did it this time around, because we also, like I said, we just weren't concerned. We knew ballot stuffing was going to happen, and it was fine. But in the future, Facebook polls sound potentially more legitimate and cheaper. So I like the suggestion. We might just go with that one. We actually need to mess around with it, Tim. I've paid for another service.
Oh, Lord.
That lets us play games on live streams. And so I was like, oh, yeah, we need this in our life. We have a service that I haven't messed around with long enough to figure out how to bring one of the games to the live stream. But we have games.
Guys, we're about to be making a couple adjustments here, so don't mind the cameras for just a moment here.
What are we adjusting?
Oh, I thought you were doing something to the cameras.
No,
Oh, it's okay.
I wanted to be able to click over here and do this, and was wondering why we weren't doing it this way.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
In NDI mode is faster usually and prevents lag versus it going from the cameras to this then to this.
But then they don't get to experience all of my color changes throughout the match.
That is true. That is very true. I tried to adjust most of it. I thought I got it pretty good.
It does. It looks pretty good.
It was funny. I had one adjustment. I'm sitting there trying to figure out which of the ones were doing it. But Trey was on the table practicing, and you should have seen how straight up, almost the yellow in 9-ball heaven yellow his arm was. It was cracking me up.
Oh, wow.
I was like, everything else on the table looks good, but he's painted yellow.
That's not working.
Like he has put on war paint today, and he has chosen the color yellow as his war paint. Beth up 10 overall points here in this race. 7 is the difference here, so overall she has made a great change here of being up on top right off the bat. Very well done. Landon saying is the world's best and worst, best coach, worst player. There you go. Yeah, she's in stroke right now.
There we go.
If you had to guess from home field advantage as well, like you'd almost, with how good she's playing right now, you would guess that Team So Good was out of here versus the FBRDs, but I think it's just a nerve situation for Mr. Trey here. Love to see. I saw a couple of his practice stroke stuff. He was doing a little better when he was practicing. So I think A, we'd be looking at a little bit of a different game if he would have sunk that 9-ball a moment ago, and B, I think overall just working on working through this whole new world of emotions that he has. Landon, feel free to shoot a message for that, buddy.
No. It's the frame.
What's wrong with the frame?
Sorry, guys. I'm tweaking things. Ooh, we need a fan in this corner.
I didn't bring my portable
Your little fan?
And I brought it to league night the other night. Yeah, Marlena, we muted up for just a second, my dear.
I was inching things around on the screen. I'm really good at that. I inch things around all day long.
Mm-hmm. She will have it tweaked perfectly here by the end of day 1. And day 2, it'll be beautiful as can be. which I'm stoked because day 2 is where things get really interesting. We talked about this last time, but I want to make sure everybody at home
nice
really
shot.
knows there's a lot on the line here. There is not just the trip to Vegas on the line
Nope.
here. So there's a lot more going on.
You know, and there's not even Elite Cup. That's not it either. Nope.
Nope.
Also got the Southeast Challenge. That's there.
Southeast Challenge, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Very much looking forward to that.
Jose's about to start marching around here with one of those new True Wood cues again for this World Qualifier.
Oh, my gosh. Not again.
Yeah.
I got to get tickets. Sanjeev, good morning. What's going on, brother? Right, Marlena, she says, give Kelly an inch, she takes a mile. There you go. So funny.
I like the motto to ask for forgiveness instead of permission sometimes. Be like, well, I might have already told players this.
Right. And I made the 9.
So I guess
Did
we're
Trey make
doing
the 9?
that. The 9's still on the table.
Well, no, for the last one, I'm off by 2 points, I'm pretty sure.
Could it be because I'm inching things around and talking to you? Probably. Sorry, guys, I'm playing with the light. I'm trying to, I feel like the coloring is a little bit off for you, so I'm trying to get it better.
And Landon, I do appreciate the help. I do appreciate all you guys for that kind of stuff as well. Just bear with me, though. It's always easier. Everybody in chat will end up jumping around with the numbers. I know where we get really confused. I'll just ask the teams. I promise you, I'll get it straight from them.
You don't need all of our help?
So I only say that because we had a crazy conflict one time on live stream, and then there was some passionate discussions as for who won what out of nowhere because of a scoring conflict based on what was on our screen. And
That's weird. Pool players never argue over the score.
No, there was definitely no argument. It was just passionate conversations. Oh Lord.
I am in a facetious mood today.
Right? I love it. She's spicy.
Thank you to my 12 voters.
Oh, man. By the way, thank you to everybody, too, as well. We're up to 42 total viewers between all 3 of the streams going on.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, this is live on Facebook and on both Jacksonville APA's YouTube and my YouTube as well, Voice of Jacksonville Pool.
But if you got one, you got the other.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville APA, home of Voice of Jacksonville Pool.
Darn Skippy.
You like that spin, guys?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool, huh?
It's freaking sweet. Landon's asking about River City Sharks. Do we have standings for those right now?
Those are coming out this week. We wanted to we figured that the River City Sharks standings last week were probably going to get blown over by the voting going on.
True.
And so we figured let the World Qualifier bracket stand all by itself for a little bit, and then River City will start next week. We typically try to start releasing River City Shark standings with 6 weeks left in the session, which, holy cow, we're there. 6 weeks left in the summer session. Nutty.
Very much so.
Just about. We might be at 7 weeks.
Yeah, Jake's score is right now. We have 1 dead ball. So 25 points on the board. 1 dead makes 26, 4 points left.
Isn't he here?
He was. I don't know if he had a.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I will give Jake mad props about this, too, by the way. And it's not against anybody else, but I will say, even when he's here, that man has his phone out and is supporting the live stream.
Oh, I don't even know why I asked it, because I realized as soon as I said it that half the people in this chat with us are in this room.
Right.
Like, why did I say that? Of course.
On the YouTube side, we had a question, what time does Richard Henderson play? We don't have a clue what time any individual player plays at all here, but I will get you the bracket, though.
You can get the bracket and the rosters and do all the mix and matching and all that kind of stuff. That is the bracket. The only way to get to the rosters, Tim, would be to give a link to that email. I don't know if people are interested in those rosters at all or that it's worth it, but that would be the only way to get there. If you go to our Facebook page as well, Wednesday, there was a post that came out that has the rosters if you're really wanting to dig in on that. You can also find it on the APA Pool League app in the announcements from Wednesday.
Yes. Yep. Also, too, by the way, I've noticed, and I even talked to a couple of my members as well, because I realized I didn't have it. And we are like 7 or 8 weeks into the session now. So even if brand new players have had 2 months, guys, make sure your teammates have both the Pool Players app downloaded and obviously the Scorekeeper app too. Majority have the Scorekeeper app from what I've seen
Nice
on my
shot
end.
there. Wow, that was
not
going to
the
be
other.
really easy to overshoot that.
Definitely was. What's interesting, too, is it was 18 points for Beth. Trey could have been up to 11. We would have been right back to a tied game. That would have been that 7-point difference between the two.
Yeah.
So he's battling back really well. The score makes it look far different than what it is, but he's not far off from being right on where he needs to be.
I was just about to elaborate for anybody that thinks maybe Tim doesn't know math. What Tim is suggesting by 11 to 18 being a tie game is that the weight is taken away. So
Yeah.
Beth needing 7 additional balls. Anytime that they have a 7 split difference, then they're technically kind of tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And that's where it starts to get dangerous.
All right. So we're going to need somebody else to help us out with score because Carlos seems to want to hold it hostage from us.
I'm gonna run down to Publix here in just a moment, and I have zero doubt they probably have a can of silly string. I'm gonna start silly stringing him every time he wants to hold back that score.
Oh my goodness. That's like dad joke at a non-joke level. I don't even know what you call that, but
And I'm gonna need a whoopee cushion too. That way, when he stands up.
oh, whoopee cushion has become one of Connor's favorite things in the world right
Oh,
now.
has it? Oh, I love it.
He figured out how to blow it up himself. Thank goodness,
Yes.
because I am so tired of that slobbery nastiness.
All right, score has been confirmed. 21-8 right now. It is a 17-23 race left.
Come
in this
on,
battle.
Tim. What do you want to see?
Well, I definitely want to see a close match.
No, right
100%.
here. Come on. What do you
Oh, I
want
want to see a 9 on the break. Yeah, we every stream I have a hope, dream, and desire to capture a 9 on the break on live stream and to capture a break and run on stream. So we'll see if we.
And you don't
get
have
any of
either
that.
yet?
No, I don't have either yet, and I don't know if. I was trying to think where Beth was breaking from. I don't know if she was necessarily going for a 9 on the snap per se. You can get it from breaking center of the table. I've seen it happen before, but it is not the common placement to shoot for that option. But also then again too, it is fun to have, but also you'll see a lot of higher ups as well where, if there's like an early combo 9, they won't go for it unless they have to. They want all those extra points on the table. This isn't like 8-ball where you're trying to get down to the 8 as fast as possible and be done, but it's a little different thought process here. Ben, what's up, brother? He says, "Oh snap." Jake says, "Oh snap." I love it. Appreciate you guys being here. Ben, how you doing, brother?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for your participation. This is going to be fun.
That 2 needs to go high behind that 4. She still has eyes on it right now. Trey's battling really well, though. Really, really well. Love seeing this. Good morning to YouTube, Ben. Everybody's oh snap now. Oh, man. Hey, Ken for Team FBRD here, the fire-breathing rubber duckies. Giving a little quack in chat there.
A quack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We haven't heard any duck song. Actually, we haven't heard any song over here at the moment.
No, luckily the music isn't too loud, and it's perfect. It's actually kind of fun whenever you're in a World Qualifier to hear the chatter going on in the room as much as you do, because then I think it kind of starts to sink in of like, this is what we've been talking about all year long. Like we're finally here to this point in time. Nice attempt there.
I know, it's really fun. And, I want to throw it out there because I forget that teams are not as clued into the league-wide bird's eye view as we are sometimes. And teams that are here should be really proud that they're here.
Yes.
There's 36 teams here out of in the neighborhood of 129 ball teams in the league.
That's
So
amazing.
it was not an easy thing to get here.
Essentially almost top 25%, give or take.
Yep,
Yeah,
we
that's phenomenal.
aim for like a 30% mark or so
Okay.
on World Qualifiers, and that's pretty much what you got here today.
That was a nice hit by Beth. Goodness gracious. Now, he can go for the bank here, but I actually like going for that 6 ball here instead. I feel like he's going to automatically go for the bank, but oh, no. He's lined up on the left-hand side from our point of view. He's going for that 6. Great job. Oop, 2's getting a little funky there. He's still got eyes on it at least, but nicely done.
I think I'd be calling for a hit watch here.
Went for the defense. It may
I
have
like
looked
the
out a little
defense,
bit, but yeah.
but I think Beth can see a little bit of it. Oop, tried to get there before she did.
And guys, for those who don't know as well here, over here at 9 Ball Heaven, we actually have a really cool little setup with this. So these are actually 7-foot Predator tables.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the only pool hall that I'm aware of in Jacksonville that has these pool tables.
Correct,
So.
and kind of a cool thing here this weekend. I'm putting it out there because I'm fairly certain that it's accurate. Hang on, let me verify this before I put it out there. Okay.
Oh, I love this. This
I
just got
wanted to
exciting.
verify before. So Predator themselves is in the house here this weekend.
That's amazing.
Predator's in the house here this weekend, and if you are interested in coming up and chatting with them, they've got a setup in the room next door, and I think that they're happy to chat about their products and what you might be looking for. But that's pretty cool that Predator is actually here for this event, and I know that they've been very supportive of 9 Ball Heaven, and yeah, we're excited to see how that relationship continues.
Very unfortunate scratch right there. No, I'm
Mike
definitely
chiming in with "Oh snap!" He's over there watching the live stream.
Yeah, everybody's liking that now. Yeah, I'm excited that they're in the building. I definitely agree. They've been real supportive of 9 Ball Heaven. I know when we had the 8 Ball World Qualifier, we had Chief on here, and he was talking about some of the new up-and-coming changes to 9 Ball Heaven, some more tables coming in and some more stuff happening. So very excited to see what that looks like at the end of it all. I feel like there's almost never a time that we come here that things are just trying to stay the same. I feel like he's always upgrading, improving, working on stuff, and still one of the best pool halls for food
That is
out there.
such an important point. If I could just get on a soapbox real quick,
Yeah.
and I promise I'll make it super fast. But about business and change, whether it's 9 Ball Heaven or APA or whoever the business is, there's never a moment of stagnation.
Yeah.
There's not, this is the way we do things. There's always this kind of evolution happening in the way that we do things. And so it's important for customers to understand that, to realize that it may not be perfect the way it is, but improvements are constantly being made, or to understand that change is inevitable and it's going to come, and in the business structure and strategy and all of that. So, just important to realize that you can't open your doors as a business like this and be 100% exactly the way it's supposed to be at every open moment.
Yeah.
So I love seeing the work in progress here. You can see it being built all the time.
Yeah, 100%. And it was amazing too. So when I had a legend within himself here, Mammoth legend Kim Davenport on stream, and we were talking about some of the changes at the time, and he was talking about, like he specifically was talking about jump cues and defensive shots. And he's like, he's like, to even just consider, he's like, how much this industry has changed in my time of being a part of it, and how much more will come. Like, he was even speaking to that, and somebody that has played pool for decades upon decades now at this point, and is an amazing player with, to say the least. So it's really, really cool to get that kind of overview, and then, whenever we're able to see it come to life ourselves as well at such a great location too, it's phenomenal. Really makes me happy.
I was worried for her about that scratch.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
Robbie.
I
Only
think
constant in life is change.
that's cool that you got to have that on the stream and chat about it. And you know, hey Robbie, how you doing? Good to see you. So, but yeah, I agree, Robbie. It's the only constant.
Mm-hmm.
Get with it. Change with it.
Right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Speaking of change, I
Ooh,
think
that slowed faster than I thought it was going to for him.
I think y'all need to come take advantage of that raffle for the Truewood again.
$1 a ticket,
Yep.
6 for 5. I haven't heard Jose yet, but he is nowhere to be seen. So my guess is that he is rapidly selling some of those tickets.
Do you know if it's like the same, what was it, the Mappa Burl, I think is
I don't
what
know if it's the
license?
Mappa part.
Yeah.
I saw Burl too.
Okay, yeah, this probably is then.
Okay,
Probably
I
is,
wasn't
yep.
sure if it was like if Mappa Burl was a different one or not, but when I was
There we
taking
go.
those sneak peek photos earlier this week, I was trying to figure out exactly what it was.
So,
Shocking to all of you, Mike picks the cues, not me.
Brandon says you haven't heard Jose yet. That's a first. Oh, trust me, no. We've heard him physically. He's been to the left of us for a moment, but that man. By the way, just shout out to him again, just personally. The
Jose-
amount of work he put in last time. Was,
Oh, he is committed to being here all day again
Oh my
today,
gosh.
and we're so thankful. And we got Chris Casey's here reffing this morning.
There we
Mikey
go.
Pfister's here reffing this morning. Thank you guys
Mikey.
so much for showing up and doing that. That is a huge service. We still have some ref shifts available. Could use one or two more for tonight's shift and maybe tomorrow. But
By the way, guys, that was a very important point because he would have had great eyes on that 9. Take a look at the overall score remaining in this battle here. Beth needing 16 points. Trey only needing 17 points left in this battle. Again, that score makes it look way different, but with Beth being a skill level 5, she is obviously expected to go to a further race than what Trey is. And he could have just started putting some pressure onto her. Ooh, if it stops. No, it stopped a little early, yeah.
That's a tough spot to stop. Let's take a look.
He may just have to go for the combo here, and I'm not even a
Has
fan of it.
he just used
He just
the
used the
timeout.
Yeah, yep. Which was a great call. I agree with JT for using the timeout. You know, some captains at this point may be looking at this scenario and be like, oh, I used it too early. No, honestly, you set them up for success to be able to make the 8-9. Unfortunately, just came up short on it, but you made that timeout call at a great time.
Right.
So
I bet they're wishing they had it right now, though, because
Yeah.
I mean, I see defense all over this one.
yeah, I just don't know how well he's going to be able to.
It's a hard defense.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think
But
if you
you're
try
gonna
and
hide it
cut
behind the 9.
the right side of it, and stick
Yeah.
the 8 over there hugged up, that was very hard to implement that.
Yep, very much so.
If you are in this area at all this weekend, it is a busy room here, and there's something for everybody, whether or not you are participating in the World Qualifier. There's the APA gear set up with Marianne.
Where's she posted up at?
I was afraid of you asking me that because I
JK?
have not ventured past this point right now.
She's in the side, or I said side room.
I've made it to
Technically
table
the-
6 once. and,
The other main room, I guess.
but yeah, I think she probably set up over there.
That makes sense though, because it's.
Oh, I'm
it's
pretty
popping
sure I
over here.
see her right over there, the first booth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
we have all of like 2 tables over here not being used, something like that.
We are using 12 of the 16, but 9 Ball Heaven has been awesome and allowed us to cover up the ones that we weren't using and let the teams be real comfortable and spread out, and so we're not crowded in 24 teams on 12 tables. We've got 24 here right now. Another 12 will be joining us for the 2:30 round this afternoon. 12 of the teams participating right now will get to take a breather in the 2:30 round. And then we will kick off round 3 tonight at 7 o'clock. I think there's some kind of debate going on. I'm just not exactly sure what the debate is. I wasn't paying attention. Do you know what the debate is?
Yeah, I think maybe some extra potential player movement of excitement of getting to the table after a shot maybe was being discussed, but nothing crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, double checking.
We're really
with
trying to
Carlos
push
here.
that kind of, I don't know if you heard that part of the player meeting.
No, I definitely did. I love the player meeting.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you, what Kelly's referring to is during the player meeting, she talked about the fact of like all tables are active. If you see somebody shooting, they are playing for the chance to Vegas.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like, pay attention
huge.
to your surroundings, please, and be respectful of shooters. 2:30 today. There are not practice tables available right now. We start to open those up once this round winds down. So I would expect by about 1:30 you'll start seeing some practice tables available. And that's all the promises I can make at this
There we go.
moment. I have other ideas, but I can't say them.
Keep in mind, too, guys, so very similar to 8-ball here. We play until it is not possible for the other team to win, meaning that in this case here, first team to 51 points overall for the team score, not the score you see at the bottom right now, but the team score where it says 0-0. 51 points or the first team to 50 with 3 wins mathematically means the other team cannot win, so it'll be done and over. So things may end a little early for certain tables. If they do, and there's ones that are spread out a little bit to where we won't be interfering with other teams, Mike, Kelly always have dedicated to make sure that those will get released and open, and they'll even announce it over the microphone and say, hey, this table and this table is open for practice, et cetera, et cetera.
And you know what? There's 8 tables here right now that we're not using. They may not be 7-foot predators that we're playing on the tournament. But
true.
if you want to come up and play earlier, there are tables in the other room available for rent. There are 4 8-foot tables over there, and then there are 3, so there's 7 tables right now available for practicing. So there's 3 in the back room as well. So you certainly have options if you just want to get in stroke. It's just not on the 7-foot predators we're using for the tournament.
And honestly, if you can get in stroke on a 9-foot table, these 7-footers should not be a massive challenge for you.
Yeah, let me revise that.
Short.
I recommend you come earlier and shoot on
Yeah, I mean,
on an 8 or a 9-foot table to get warmed up.
Yeah, it's actually very, very smart. The only thing I will say is that definitely when I've played on these tables before, the banks feel different compared to normal tables that the other tables I've played on. And granted, that's just going to be the case anywhere that you go. So
yeah, and I mean that's as simple as even picking up the wrong cue and right away this doesn't feel right.
Yep.
It's just getting the knack of it, and there's nothing you can do but give it a shot.
Well, I love too how a buddy of mine who was kind of new to pool and stuff, and he's like this time and there's something different about it. And I was like, man, you're so new to this. I was like to even like realize that. I was like, but yeah, I was like as simplistic as like it's more humid over here than it is over there. We can make all the difference in the world. So it's just all about just getting dialed in and stuff. So I love that.
Don't get me wrong. If you're listening, don't be afraid of these tables. They play true. They play straight. They're good tables. The rails are in good shape. The felt's in good shape. They're well maintained. So that they're just.
Yes, they are.
If you're not used to playing on 7-foot predators, they play different than what you might be used to playing on.
That's one of the things our host locations. I can't say otherwise for any of them at all. But in terms of maintaining tables, I mean they always take care of business whenever it comes to that, and it's always nice to see.
Beth on a roll here with a good out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be huge. This is massive swing.
Yeah, they took a minute there to kind of bat things around in this rack, but she's taking control again. All right,
nice
there's
out.
the 2 points.
We hear the snaps from the teammates in the background there. I like when I hear the snaps. Y'all see me do that on stream from time to time. I love it. Yeah, that was huge. That was massive. So, guys, it is now taking a tide here in Beth's favor. It is a 7-13 race left in this right now.
Where did the snap originate from, like as a congratulatory thing?
If I had to probably guess, I'm probably gonna guess from like poetry and stuff. To be honest with you, where people are trying not to be as loud and everything. So that's my guess.
It came out of the golf crowd.
The golf crowd. I mean, it could have, yeah. April says great putt, right?
Great putt. Hey, guys. Tim just asked me, what am I not understanding about the O snap?
Yeah. Everybody's doing it, and I don't know what is coming from.
And we're not telling him either.
you're not. So hold on, you're in on it.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Did I
guys.
do? Yeah, I had to have done it. Then that's what it means. I had to have done it. So
You had
at
to
some
have done
point,
what, Tim?
I had to have some point said, "Oh snap," probably.
Tim is looking like really confused
so
now,
confused.
and I'm just like reveling in this. I'm having so fun.
I'm so. It had to have been me.
I'll fill you in on what we're doing
Hey, you're welcome.
eventually.
April. I feel like there might be a Facebook post or something now that I'm missing.
Could there be?
Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold
He's
on
digging, guys. He's digging on his phone. Hey, if you are listening and you would like to know what's going on with Oh Snap, there is a Facebook post that you can go see if your name is not Tim Jones or Denise Jones or Voice of Jacksonville Pool. And
No, she did not. She did not.
you can go find that post on Mike Kelly APA.
Oh Lord, have mercy. This is phenomenal. I'm so salty and like also so joyous about this at the same time because this is actually really good and so clever, and I'm mad because it's so clever.
And there is a secret happening right now.
Oh,
and if
no.
you want to know the secret, then you can go find the post.
Oh, this is amazing.
But not if you're Tim or his wife or his business.
They have blocked it from those pages. Oh, this is amazing. I'm not even going to try to search for it now just because of that. That's so good.
And, you know, sometimes players pick and choose when to listen to me, but they've all listened to you and or to me this time, and they have not told you what's going on.
That is good. That is
So
good.
good job, guys. Well done. I'm so proud.
Mama Lane said, I'll tell you for a small fee. Oh, Lord, I love it, Mama Lane. Mama Lane and I actually went up against each other this past week, actually. Had a good battle in 8-ball and 9-ball.
I am so entertained with this right now.
This is good. Like, I was going to leave it alone, but I was like, you know what, I must have said something or anything like that. And then finally I just texted in my phone to Kelly and showed her. I was like, what am I missing? Because I'm missing something.
And I
pretty
don't
crucial
very
here.
rarely. So we pass notes on the stream a lot, and and very rarely has he passed a note where I then proceed to read it to the audience because obviously we pass notes to keep it private. But in this case, he passes the note and I read it out loud, and he's just staring at me like, what's going on here? Oh. Hey, if I'm sitting right next to Tim. If you guys start texting him and telling him, I'm going to see it.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm simply messaging Katrina there. Katrina's wanting on to I told her, there he is in the live stream. I did promise him some time later on to be able to get on the live stream and do some commentary later, so I told him I'd let him know when we had a chance towards that.
Gotcha.
I think I got the score right now, 36-18, I believe.
Boy, it's getting down to it.
That it is.
Trey still has a chance to do a little more damage here. We need a score sheet.
Actually, I got you. Let me see it. Well, hold on. I might have two zoomed in of a view on it. I do. I don't have one.
Thank goodness you moved your mic and actually told him, because I was doing this.
You
I was doing charades to ask for a score sheet. It was going to be a mess here in a minute.
All right. So I think Trey got that last point here. I'll have to double check, but I'm going to give it to him. So that should be accurate with one dead. Yeah, it should be. So if so, then that was actually a split point right there for Trey. So the 19 points gets him to a 15-5. So it was a 16-4 right now. He needs 3 more points past that if the score is accurate right now on the screen. Don't mind if it's not, guys. I'm going to make that mistake plenty of times today. But if the score is accurate here, he still needs 3 more points to make it to another split. Now, this is actually something that I will coach my team on as well here, and something I've talked about before on live stream. It's a really great strategy when you're down and out and you're feeling like well, look at it, she needs 1, I need 12 more points. Well, you're looking at it from the wrong angle here. I ain't saying you can't get those 12 more points, but you don't need to beat yourself up that much.
Right.
You need to look at it in terms of progress. What progress can I make for my team?
Oh, I love that. We have support for another table in here.
Hey, and please do give other tables shout-outs as well. Give other teams shout-outs.
Table 6 over there is Rack and Roll. And
I love the fact that you're looking over there right now and figuring this out real quick.
Well, I know it's rack and roll because Connie's shooting, and she's on rack and roll.
Yeah, and I see, I think Jim's over there, so.
And Scott's on that team, so that doesn't help me figure that one out. Cole is shooting.
Ah, there we go. Amanda says Scott. That's right. Amanda, how you doing, my dear? Welcome back.
I learned how to
And that
say
should
Scott's
be it.
name at MVP.
There we go.
Palashevsky.
Palashevsky. Ooh.
Palashevsky.
Palashevsky is very fancy. All right, let me double check, make sure that Mr. Trey got to 19 points. If so, I will update the overall team score here in just a moment. And if it is accurate, it is 15-5 for Team So Good with 1 win under their belt.
There we have it, guys. Match 1. Cruising. 10:55 it is right now. That was match 1 that we just watched. Sudden death in 9-ball is called at 3 hours. We had an on-time to the minute start today at 10 a.m. So our sudden death time is at 1 p.m.
That's the other thing I like about 9-ball. That sudden death, 3 hours in. Let's go. Make it fast.
I like 9-ball. It's just quick.
I
It's
love
fun.
9-ball.
It's, you know, actually, I wanted to grab this guy while they are sitting there chatting about their decisions.
Take a look. It's in the room.
Here we
We're
are.
playing pool now.
We got, there's table 6 over there right now. That's the kind of dead center middle of your screen right now, Amanda. Let's see, we'll keep moving around here. Look at all these ladies playing pool. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Three.
It's not
There's a
even
little
ladies league,
tic-tac-toe.
guys.
Look at that.
Isn't
yeah.
that cool? Look,
There's
in here,
Kiyomi.
more ladies stepping up to the table.
There's Katrina.
I just want to brag about our ladies.
Holly was at the table.
Oh, speaking of ladies, there's a brand new ladies team that just formed to fill the bye, and they've got roster spots. So if you want to play ladies, speak up. We'll get you connected. It's actually on, nope, I thought she was on the screen. She's not, so never mind.
Katrina, the commentator chair is very comfy, sir. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I'm going to go that way, too. You can't really see, but behind that crowd over there, behind that dark crowd in the middle, we have 3 more tables going on back there. I do wish this thing were smoother. All the jerkiness is entirely my fault. So there we go. We're covering up a table, making some more room back there. We're not using that table 11 in the back. I'll bring us back to our home here at table 1. Oh, they're still not set up, so we'll go back over here to the other 3 tables that we can see for a moment. I'll just leave it sitting here while we're setting up. Everybody on here is like, yes, please stop moving the camera. Let's go back to playing games with Tim.
Oh, snap. Katrina, I sent you a message, bud. You'll be able to join later today, I promise you. I promise you. We'll get you some time on here.
So we've got Gian Mario.
Yeah, versus Miss Ascent.
Is Gianna 5 as well?
I am.
I don't
working
think
on
so.
that now. Gion's a 2. And 2-2, so 1919 race.
Woohoo!
Which, I'll be honest with you, this is a very typical time that you see a skill level 2 thrown.
Yeah, completely. This is very common pattern here. Saw the mid-level 4-5 in the starting matchup. Now we're going to see a low skill level matchup. Very common pattern.
You guys are cracking me up with the O snaps. Like I'm on purpose trying not to say it, and then I want to say it more.
You don't even know why you're saying it.
I have no. They're saying it. I'm saying it. We're all saying it. Today's just an O snap Saturday. That's what it is.
I think I should have.
We're gonna snap it off. Snap,
I'm
crackle, and
tempted
pop.
to tell you the whole thing because I don't know that there's much value in not telling you now at this point.
There's tons of value. I'm having fun with it.
I'll let it go a little longer. We'll see. Let's head over here. We're about ready to see a lag here. Just waiting on Kiara shooting behind him.
Hey, James, what's going on? Snapdragon, right? Hey, that's a processor. So that's even funnier. That is. It's phone processors. and some tablets, if I'm being honest. But that's geeking me coming out. Yeah, Brandon, I'm saying it in the process of talking about not saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it even more. You can't help it. I feel like
And it's driving him crazy, guys.
it is a little bit, but I'm also like, this is so adorable. I feel like there's like a present underneath the table waiting for me or something that I'm not aware of. But no, I'm loving it just because it's absolutely so much fun about it. But I feel like it's one of those like mind tricks where like you mention something kind of repetitive over and over again, and you finally get stuck in somebody's head, and then they're like, yeah, I have a craving for Olive Garden. And you're like, what? Get out of here. I had no clue. And like the whole time you're just subtle hints of out of nowhere. Be like, man, them breadsticks. Love me some good breadsticks. Delicious, man. Would you like a soup, a salad, and some breadsticks? You just sit there and kind of hint on different things.
Well, that's quite a view on chalking.
This is expert chalking. She learned that one from Zach, by the way. That was a family secret held within his family, and here they are having their wonderful kid together, and now she gets the family secret of how to chalk like Zach. So
yeah, this team, they might like quacking, but they have a new mascot in town, and he is currently being worn around the room by Daddy while Mama takes on the pool table.
Mm-hmm. There we go, Jesse for Team G in here.
I feel like we should try Brandon's game not on stream.
Yeah, about the rabbit one?
Yeah, not on stream. Oh no, here it comes, here it comes. This is the result of a loaded ballot. It's the jabs.
That's funny. No, we'll definitely see. FBRD a little behind the gun here. 15-5 is a pretty significant win in the nine-ball world here with the way the scoring works. So,
by the way, all right, I've been trying to figure out how to say this in code to our listeners here.
oh, there we go. In code
Tim's
now.
like, we're
Oh,
gonna,
snap. We got code now.
yeah, we're going to talk in code. If anybody has a good idea for our secret for round 2.
It's in round 2 as well. Oh, Lord. More information comes out.
If anybody has a good idea for our secret in round 2, please go back to the original post that Tim can't see.
I literally can't see it. I tried finding it earlier, but I literally can't see it.
He looks so defeated sitting next to me
Well,
right now.
no. I have. It's one of those like a surprise is coming, and so it's one of those like I'm done trying to figure it out because I don't want it ruined now. I want the surprise to happen. So.
But if you have an idea, then go comment on the original post, because I'm feeling like this first idea was a fun one to start it, but we need something a little bit more incognito.
I'm having a good time with it. Absolutely having a good time with it.
I see ref flags going up. I'm looking for refs. There they are. Okay.
Shane overcuts that a little bit. She's just going to have to let this float in between the rails and hopefully not get behind that 5. She kind of got down on that pretty fast and shot.
Yeah, she did. I feel like you see that a lot of times. Lower skilled players will have 2 approaches to a hard shot. Either give up early and shoot and hope for the best.
Yep.
Or stare at it too long before somebody steps up and takes the timeout.
Yeah, you're not wrong. No, I've been there, done that. The bad part is, too, is like you would think you'd get some of that stuff out of your system, and out of nowhere, like I even had somebody a couple weeks ago, and they were like, Tim, like, you're popping up on your shots really fast. I'm like,
I was just about to clarify.
Why does that come back? Why do I do that out of nowhere again? Like,
it's not just a low skilled player habit.
No.
I do it too. I look at it and I'm
It
like,
makes me so
man,
mad.
that's too hard.
It makes me so mad. I'm like, I know better.
And that is why
Fine.
I will likely. I don't know that I can ever be a 6 again.
You just need time. You just need time on the tables. You work so hard for this league and doing all this stuff, and
So let me circle back to that statement. I
family
don't think
life.
I'll ever be a 6 again.
got a huge family life and everything. So
If time is what is required to be good at this game.
Going for a bridge, maybe? I don't know.
Is that what's going on, or a bridge, or a timeout?
No.
We're
Going for a bridge, yeah.
exploring.
I don't know where the one went because there was one that they were literally using for the match. It was literally, they posted up by the camera earlier. I was worried about it knocking the camera. I didn't even say anything, but.
It has disappeared?
I just don't know where it went, yeah. And it was one of the house bridges, like it was one of the normal ones too, so.
I think we are digging out a bridge. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know how it did. Literally was just used in the last matchup. That's the funny part about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to solve the problem from this table.
Nope.
And the problem is being solved by the trusty. What do you call those things? What do you call the extenders? No, but what do you call that system of like the where
collapsible?
Collapsible, yeah.
Oh snap! There we go.
Look at him trying to figure out the game.
I also feel like this game is kind of like one of those things where it's like, so the moon can be under the sun, but the sun can't be under the moon. Do you understand that? You're like, no. So can like a glass be on top of a table, but the table can't be on top of glass? Or like, no, that works. And you're like, wait a minute, what? It's like one of those word games where depending on what word they're emphasizing or something like that, depends on how it's being done, and it has nothing to do with what words are being said. It has to do with sometimes the first letter of a certain word or something like that. So, fun
fact about this particular game is there are no rules except the ones that I make up as we go.
This ain't Outback Steakhouse. It ain't no rules just right. What are you doing?
And I'm pretty sure in my post I even said, like, all the details aren't there yet, but just, just let's go with it. And they are. They're going with it. They're doing great. They're playing the game.
They're having fun. I just love the level of engagement. Chat is alive. It's nice to see. Really nice to see for the stakes that are at hand here.
Ooh, there was some kind of spin on that guy.
That kind of straightened up there, didn't it?
Yeah. That came off the rail. She must have put a lot of, but I don't know. I don't know what she did.
Hey, Jeff, what's going on, bud? Jeff on our YouTube side, good morning to you. Got to double check my time here because it's going to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon before I blink twice, and I know where I'm still saying good morning to you.
I'm still drinking coffee, remember?
There you go. Yes.
Oh, no, it's almost out.
Oh, snap.
I'm not ready to stop saying good morning.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
We might have to refill. There's still AM hours.
There is. Yeah, I think it's about to be time here in a moment to get the Red Bull for the day started. I haven't had my caffeine yet. I need a little bit.
I might have been a little bit sleepy when I sat down at first, but I've had my whole cup of coffee while I've been sitting here.
There you go. You're prepped and ready.
I'm ready now, guys. Watch out.
I wonder if Jean's gonna shoot for this combo here. I actually kind of like playing a little swapperoo on the sides here, sending the 5 to that left-hand side of the table from here instead, but. Oh, stop.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good
I did
try.
not see the follow happening.
Yeah, very, very good try. 9 ball will get spotted by Mr. G in here. And Asif will have ball in hand. Great opportunity here as well. You got a nice little follow through on this 5 left-hand side pocket. Roll up for the 6, and unless she gets super crazy, she's got a great shape for the 8 right after. So
I'm glad she made that little millimeter adjustment of moving it over. She was catching just a little bit too much angle on it, where on this one, if you're going to have angle, then you need your angle to be.
She's got the angle still.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needed to be a little bit straighter on that one, or angle it the other way.
Yeah, I think, well, it's kind of hard too with JT's position where he's at the table here. He might have not seen the little extra angle there to give her a timeout.
Didn't she recently have one?
Oh, did she already have one already?
Maybe I'm just confusing them, the bridge thing.
Yeah, he was on for the bridge, so.
Well,
now,
that
we do
worked.
have a timeout here, though, going.
Ah, yes, there's Carlos to the table. Carlos is a skill level 7 on this team.
Yeah, Carlos is the highest ranking member on Team So Good, followed by Jake and then Beth. And from there, they have a slew of 2s and 3s.
So the one missing piece of that timeout that I think is helpful that a lot of people don't realize you can do, well, kind of two pieces. One, where Carlos had his finger, find a piece of chalk. Put the chalk there. And then also, if you're the coach and you're giving the timeout, bend over and check to make sure that that cue stick is lined up at the right spot.
Yeah,
You'd be
very true.
amazed how much you can see if you get eye level with that cue.
Very, very true.
And you can tell them, swing the back end back, to the right a little bit.
Yep.
And most of the time, if you help make those adjustments, it's going to have a better outcome for you.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely take advantage. That is a huge common misconception I still even see in regular league play from time to time. It gets brought up here just because people are more strict about the rules, I would say. League night, we try to have some fun and stuff like that, and it may not be as strict from time to time, although I do always recommend still letting people know when certain rules are being violated so they don't get all the way to this point in time to be like, nobody's ever said that to me in league. But yeah, definitely know you can use that chalk. That is a good friend of yours.
Yeah, as long as it's not touching the felt, then you are not in violation of a rule.
Yeah, the only time I wouldn't use the chalk, and the rules say you can, but it's not recommended, is an 8-ball, and that's for marking your pocket. Obviously, that can just potentially cause some issues later on.
Ooh.
She powered through that quite a bit.
I think it's going to
Good
help
leave,
her on the
though.
leave. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that, sitting right there on the rail. Well, Jeff, I'm glad you found the stream. Jeff on our YouTube side said he's new to Florida and to the stream. Great job, guys, from Jersey, and played APA back home. Jeff, if I may ask, which part of Florida are you in, my friend? We definitely want to get you connected with whichever APA league that you're around, and we'll be more than happy to assist with that if it's something you're interested in. And definitely hope you come back and get to enjoy more of the live streams.
Thanks so much for being with us. If you guys are sitting here wondering who Tim is talking to or thinking that you're missing comments, I used to do that. I used to be like, why are people having comments that I can't see? It's because there's comments on YouTube and on Facebook. So depending on which platform you're on, you're only seeing some of the comments. So if Tim is not talking to himself, there are not phantom comments, your settings are not messed up. There's a whole nother place.
Bingo. Yeah, definitely not talking to myself today. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what happens. But
Oh, I talk to myself all day.
right.
I don't know that I've done it yet today. Probably, but
You'll know when something has gotten.
Look at
Hey,
that.
there's little baby Bubs right there.
I can't get him. I can't get him in here. Look there. There's a little family moment for you.
Trying to see if Zach will. Zach, camera, show the baby. There we go.
He's coming back to show him off.
There's little baby Bubs right there.
Making his debut on the
Yes.
live stream.
Now, and I may be wrong about this, but I don't think I am based on the age. Last time that we had the 9-ball World Qualifier, she was preggo with him. I'm like 99% sure.
That would be a long pregnancy.
9 months?
Well, 9-ball World Qualifier was a year ago, and
Yeah.
that baby's only like, what,
I thought he was like a little
2
over-
months?
Is he? I thought he was just over the 3.
I want to say March. Oh, okay, maybe. Boy, if that was the case, then she had like just found out. But he's a cutie.
He is.
There are all kinds of cutie patooties running around league right now. Well, none of them are running because they're all less than like 5 months old. Triannual.
Okay,
Don
there we
says.
go.
Okay.
There we go. And Don for Miss Ascent here. Team Ace, as she's calling it. Outside of Fort Myers. Nice, Jeff. Very good, bud. Yeah, man, feel free to shoot us a message. We'll be more than happy to get you connected on up if you need. And that's for anybody, too, guys. If you have any friends or family that are even remotely thinking of league playing, you're like, I think you'd really enjoy it. Hop them over to the live stream. You know what I mean? Like, drop us a follow, show us the love and support. Let's show them a little bit about what league is about. But there's no problem whatsoever about getting them connected up with the right area that they're in. So be more than happy to do so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we love APA. We love seeing it expand like it has. And you got to think Vegas alone, how much it's expanded over the years.
Oh, for sure. We're excited. We're seeing some cool changes happening at the national level. If you hadn't heard yet, Masters, Jack and Jill, and Ladies, which even in 2 months, we'll be in Las Vegas in August. But
There you
as
go.
of next year, all of those events are moving to the May timeline
I love that.
in Las Vegas. So the Masters and ladies and Jack and Jill will join the 8-ball doubles, the 9-ball doubles, the Pool Players Championships, which are the 8-ball classic and 9-ball shootout. Those are the singles.
Yep.
And then the wheelchair event. So all of those will be in May next year in Las Vegas. And then the 8-ball and 9-ball team events and the team captain events will stay in August.
Which, speaking of, team captains is right around the corner. There's still time to sign up for that right now, right?
There
sign up
is still
there's
time.
still time, yeah.
If you are needing to find your teammates for that tournament, you can go to our website and look to see who is eligible. So it's only a
Yes.
very small subset of the league that is actually eligible to play in that tournament. You made the list if you were a captain for at least 2 of the 3 sessions in the last league year, which would have been summer 23, fall 23, or spring 24.
There we go. And I would love to encourage you as well, just like Kelly's saying, because you needed 2 of the 3. Next session, we are just at
This
over
is
halfway
session
mark.
1 we're in
Session
right
one,
now.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we're over the halfway mark, but
if you're not a captain right now and you want to play in that next year, then you need to captain for the fall and spring
There we go.
sessions.
and guys, it is super, super easy to start up a team, a simple conversation with Mike, Kelly, and Marianne there to let them know that you're interested. You know,
Jacksonville APA members group.
yeah.
I'm a skill level 4. I'm interested in this.
Yep.
Who wants me?
I have 4 members on the team already, looking to play this night out of this pool hall, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, you can do a lot with that.
If you don't know what the format is, you build a team of a maximum of 5 on the roster. You only really need 3 if you guys are happy with 3. But you need between 3 and 5. You're going to play 3 players in a team match, and those 3 players cannot exceed a skill level 15 is the limit for a team captains. Sorry for that typo early on. Ladies plays 3 to 13. Team captains plays 3 to 15.
Yep.
So sometimes they get a little crossed in my brain. But 3 to 15, it is a mix of 8-ball and 9-ball. So everybody's going to play at their higher of the 2 skill levels, unless you are an 8 or a 9. You will play as a 7. So we'll take your 8-ball score for that. The only other thing to realize about that is that you can only play 1 skill level 6 or higher in a team match.
That's huge. You gotta really, really strategize around that.
If you really want to dig in on strategy, because I don't want to get too far into it right now, but make sure you go and you sit back and you read those rules and you look at that format and how it plays out and think about the rotation of the players, because that matters a lot. In this format, your 3 players that you put up in a match, you put all 3 players up at the same time. And they play in skill level order from lowest to highest. And they only play 1 rack at a time. So the 2 lowest players will play against each other 1 rack. And it'll be 8-ball or 9-ball or whichever. I think you always start with 9-ball if I remember correctly. It's predetermined which one you start with, and I can't remember which one it is at the moment. But it's predetermined, so the lowest 2 players will play 1 rack of that. When they finish, the next 2 players will play 1 rack of the other format, and then it rotates back and forth. I say all of this to say you can only play 1, 6, or 7 in a match.
Yep.
A team needs 5 points to
Yep.
win. If you're rotating, then the person who's only playing, if you were to close out 5-0,
Yeah.
your highest skilled player is the least important
Yep.
in that list.
They play 1 time.
They play once,
time,
where
yep.
your lowest and your mid skill levels are going to play twice before a team can get to 5. So now your higher player could play more than once if it's not a 5-0 shutout, you know.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just trying to say, don't misprioritize your teammates
100%.
as you're building.
100%. You need the mids. I'm telling you right now. Ooh,
It's
might be a
probably
good
the.
lead.
I enjoy it because it is a format where the weight is so equally distributed
Yeah.
on all players on the team.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting format. It's really, really good. Yeah, Brandon, I agree with you, but I'm very biased, so I didn't want to say it. Brandon in Facebook said the 4-5s are gold in every format. You're right. You're absolutely right.
He says he's biased because he is a 4-5 guy.
Yep. Yep. That's the only reason why I wasn't going to comment
Are you
there.
a 4-5 or a 5-4?
I am a 4, 9-ball, 5, and 8-ball.
That's 5-4.
5-4 then. Hopefully soon to be a 5-5. I gotta get points per matchup. And guys, I'm telling you right now, there's something I love using. So I really, really enjoy the Pool League, the APA Pool League app that we have. And whenever you're under there, if you actually just take a look, scroll down just a little bit to your stats page. This one's going to be labeled, of course, right now for the summer stats. You can click on your games, kind of see how you're doing overall. And one of the things I'm really focused on right now, obviously, no matter what, I want to win. But I noticed that even when I do win, my wins are like 12-8s, 13-7s. And I'm just not getting past that point. So I'm really trying to like make sure when I get a lead that I'm trying to hang on to as much as I possibly can, protect it when I can. So I'm trying to be more defensive-minded in my games because of that, and really stop giving up those extra points that are costing me, you know, the match to be only like a 12-8, 13-7 style win. So definitely something you can work on if it's something you want to focus on and go after. Some people just play league just to have fun and you know, have a good time with their friends and not really worried about their stats at all.
That was a
To each
really
their own.
great use of a timeout and a nice defense.
Yeah, that was very brilliant.
9-ball timeouts are so different from 8-ball timeouts because and I think people are afraid to take the 9-ball timeouts because there's a fear that it's too early in the rack. The thing about that fear, though, is in 9-ball, there's kind of no such thing as too early in the rack because every ball is worth the same amount except the 9-ball, it's only worth 2. So, like every time you shoot on your you know, your journey to your points needed, there's no like start and end of a rack until you get to your points needed. That's the end, you know, like
yeah,
so.
exactly.
Don't be afraid of using that timeout earlier in a rack because there's only 9 balls on the table. Who's to say that they will need it later?
No, I'm definitely in agreement with you. I think, you know, I think some teams could use an adjustment the other way. We love talking about this on stream, but it's just such a vital part of this whole game is around the timeouts, and we'll see. Like, I remember there being a couple times now in tournament play where, you know, I looked at a team and I'm like, hey, like, you've used 2 timeouts in 2 matchups. Like, you had an opportunity of like 10 timeouts to use, and you used 2 of them.
Right.
Like, you really got to take that into consideration. So,
Both of these teams are well coached.
yep.
Both of these teams have attentive coaches who are paying attention, who are calling timeouts at appropriate points. You know, they've also well coached in terms of helped their players prep for different scenarios. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, sometimes where we think maybe there should be a timeout and there's not one, there's a lot of value in knowing that I don't need to take that timeout because I've been working with this player for 3 sessions and
Yep.
they know in that situation right there to play a defense and they're going to do it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I always love to when you see players, you know, when they're sitting there, they're aiming, and like you'll see them kind of point, and kind of you're getting an idea better as for like what they're going after. Really helps you know when to use your timeouts more effectively too. It's something good. Absolutely is allowed as well. Obviously, they can't be looking at you and being like, do I need to look at you and point at the table right here, and you give me like a wink? Like, no, none of that mess. But in general, when you're actually like, I kind of want to be in this zone, and you kind of draw a little circle and stuff. I like, you know, kind of doing what I call the shading method. That if I have a zone, I kind of will take my cue and kind of block off and look at the complete strip that I have of like where I need that cue ball to end up being at the end of it all. And again, that may help one of my higher ups to say, hey, he's on the right path. But now's not the time to go and use that timeout. But
And that's also why the timeout rule is there, where if the sideline calls it, it's used.
It's used. Yep, definitely is. And Jake, I love it. He says always good to burn timeout if you can help a low rank get an extra 1 or 2 balls. Yeah.
1 to 2
Yeah.
balls. Let's just take a look here. For example, what we're looking at with two skill level 2s. There is no category of points. So I know that if you're not that familiar with APA, this one might sound a little bit jargony for you. But there's no category of points for the loser of a match as a skill level 2 that is more than 2 balls.
There we go.
So that means
every
that
2 balls
every
gets them
2
another split.
And there's even one category that only has 1 ball, you know?
Yeah.
So every 2 balls, a skill level 2 is getting another point for the team.
And guys, what we're talking about here is whenever you're talking about the points for a team. So as you can see here, Team So Good's up 15-5. Let's say that you know that they would have gotten another point and it would have been 16-4. That's actually a 2-point overall swing if you think about it in the overall team score. And first team to 51 points wins. Done over signed, sealed, delivered is taken care of. So it's just very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. But, yeah, Jake, I like how you put it, man. It's always good. If you can get a low rank, then 1 to 2 balls, and Kelly bring it up to it's 2 points.
Timeout is probably worth a team point right there.
Ooh,
Oh, no. Man, that's what, the third time we've seen him scratch?
Yeah.
Scratches hurt.
I was really rooting for that 9. It looked like that's what he was aiming for. That would have been pretty cool.
You can tell I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. I said scratches hurt, and I was just thinking about boo-boos and owies.
Get stuck on Band-Aid brand there.
Yeah.
The germs don't stick on you.
And I was actually thinking about how true it is. Scratches hurt on the table and scratches hurt on your skin.
That's true. That is true.
Sorry, minor mom moment there. You guys should be used to it by now. You only get them about 4 times. Boy, that 5-ball and the 7-ball look awfully similar.
They definitely do. They definitely. That's
better.
the 5 towards the top short rail, 7 on the right hand long rail there. And then keep in mind, too, I know it's going to get brought up because some people are not used to it. That 4-ball is purple. It is not pink.
I like
Always draws
purple.
a little confusing. I actually like it, too. I like the purple better than the pink.
Yeah, I don't miss the pink. I don't like the brown. I think the brown
the
is
brown, yep.
super ugly.
Yep.
I don't know why somebody made that choice. Sometimes I wonder how many people have to approve these decisions at the higher up level before somebody, like how many people have to look at that and say, wow, that's great. Like, did no one look at the shade of brown that they chose?
They should have done a poll to determine what color balls were going to be on the live stream table. Oh, sorry. I love it. No, I'm such a fan of that whole poll. I'm so glad we got a fun stream to start the day off with, and had
You're
had
so
everybody's
glad
input.
that we had 8,000 skewed votes.
Oh no! Oh, not again! Man,
Bummer.
poor Gian here. I mean, this man is trying multiple times to make early 9 and keeps
Yeah.
getting. I mean, if I was him, I don't know if I'd go for early 9 ever again. That's I think
Well,
the third early
and
9.
What a tough decision, too, because now you're behind in points.
Yeah.
You want to get the extra point. I mean, him getting those couple of 9s, he would have been winning right now.
Yeah, he would have. Yep.
You know?
Yep, it would have been 10-6 in favor of him.
What a difference. But I have a feeling he gave up at least two points on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that corner pocket is cursed.
Oh, he goes by John,
Does it really?
apparently.
Thank you, Jake.
Well, then let's change his name.
Does he actually spell it like that as well, Jake? Or
I think it's just spelled G-I-A-N.
oh, maybe Jake's just trying to tell us how to pronounce it then.
I think it's because you said Gian Mario. He doesn't go by. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, sorry, Jake. I'd asked you multiple things. Were you just giving us the pronunciation of how he pronounces his name? Because I'm butchering it.
I'm
or?
just going to ask to
Oh,
my
well,
right.
Beth is right here. We can do that. Heard. Never mind. We got it. We got it. So pronounce John. So not Gian. John. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, John, I do apologize about that, by the way, sir. Jake, thanks for looking out there for us. Oh, he just straight up goes by John regardless.
Yes.
Well, that works.
Spelled G-I-A-N.
Yeah, but Jake said for both.
Well, that's not what my right said.
Well, Jake's captain, right?
Whatever. All right. Oh, I need to step away for just a quick second. I'll be right back.
All right. See you in a moment. I'll get the I'll get the score updated here in just a second, but good out by John right there. Going to get score confirmed. Oh, snap. I didn't know that, Jake. That's pretty. So Jake said they've been best friends since middle school. That's bad to bone. All right, score is confirmed. It is 9-11 here. Jason, what's up, buddy? Brandon here says, oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. Dwayne, what's going on here? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, snap. Y'all have got me twisted. Oh my gosh, not again. Dude, I'm feeling for John on this right now. The amount of scratches this poor man's having, and he's just trying to go for early nines and just have a decent break, and even made the one on the break as well. He is getting no love from this table. I don't know if he like kicked the table a little bit walking by one time or something and made the table mad, but this table is not in favor of him in any way, shape, or form. It is overall a 10-7 left in this race now. Ooh, ends up clipping off the 4 a little bit. And looks like he gets snuggled up a little too close to that 5. I do not think he has that top right-hand corner pocket open to him. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Our wonderful beverages just arrived. Give me 1 moment. Nice little defense right there by Aston. Very well done. And looks like he responds in kind there. That 3 ball came out a little bit, but still phenomenal choice. I don't think she has enough room. Yeah, it's kind of there's a little bit of space. I can see it from the table, but there is just not enough really there to work with on that 3 ball. Not a bad leave here. Bottom left-hand corner pocket's going to be opened up for him. There we go. I like to see the fact he's taking an extra moment here, aiming. He's only down by 3 points here. Katrina trying for some fancy here. 3 ball dead in the lower left-hand corner. I don't know if she quite had enough of the room there. It was tough working with that. There you go. He did a great job using 2 rails there to get back around to the 4. Honestly, be able to take the 5 in the bottom right after this here. He just needs to take his time, focus on this 4 ball. He is jacked up a little bit over that 8. That may cause some difficulty here. He says, nah. So I got it, but he's on top of the 9 now. He's going to have to bridge over that again. Hopefully, which he'll kind of be forced here, but use a little bit of top as well. Just avoid any issues with that side pocket. Yeah, good try right there by John. Nice attempt by him. Very well played. Asset's looking at a 1 rail kick here. No, she's okay. She's not. Sorry, I thought she was looking at a 1 rail kick with the way she went on that left-hand side of it for just a second. I was about to say, I was like, I would not recommend that. I ain't saying you can't make it happen, but you're just really risking giving ball in hand for very little love there. So just trying to see if she can cut this. This is going to be a near impossible cut here. going to get a good leave out of it. Look at that. Very well done. That was the best part of that whole situation, even with her going for that shot right there. As long as she didn't whack-a-mole it, that foul was going to be left upfield, and she had a whole lot of blockers to help her out. Good try with a one-rail cape by John there. All right. Ascent here with a great opportunity to really get a few extra points here with the way this board is set up for her. 5 and 6 should happen. She just needs to look at where she needs to leave that cue ball, because I feel like she's going to leave it a little tough for that 6. No, she kicks it back out. Very well done. And she's set up good for the 6 here. Honestly, focus on making this if I was her. There we go. 2 rails, comes back out. Played beautifully. Actually went a little further than expected. She still want to be kind of towards the bottom right hand of that 7 ball.
Do you
Nice little combo right there on the 8 ball. No, it is a dead ball. I think Mike wants some pizza over here again.
Really, I thought he wanted me to smack him.
He wanted you to smack him with some pizza. That's what he wanted.
Can we No, I don't want to relocate it far. I'm going to keep it right here. I'm making room for a potential 3rd, which I believe that we will have at some point in time, if only for briefly. But I extended an invite for Predator to come join us for a moment.
Oh, amazing.
So, yeah, I think they're going to come chat. So I'm trying to get us all hooked up and ready.
Appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you.
Can I just plug into this open one?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Okay.
There
One
we
of
go.
these cords, is it like damaged or something? One of them seems to be kind of finicky.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, seems like a real nice crew here from Predator. If you guys are in the neighborhood, if you're looking for any kind of product, Predator is here. They have a great setup. They've got cues on display. So real nice people. I think they're going to hop in the live stream here in a little bit and say hello. Tim's getting his score verification.
Confirmed. Yep.
Imagine that. We weren't
Look at
sitting
that.
here talking, and you guys, you kept score without getting messed up.
I did. I had it that time.
Yeah. Was there a 9 on the snap while I was gone?
No, there was not. There was one more dead ball, unfortunately, and for Mr. John there. And
What are all these O snaps? What's going on here, Tim? Why is everybody saying O snap?
they were earlier. I don't know.
I missed all of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was earlier. It was at the beginning of the rack.
You don't know why they're saying it?
No. I don't.
I'm just messing with him.
I'm so confused. Well, unless I just missed something, I believe that point went to John for the break here. And that puts him for the first time here in the lead. Trying for the 1-rail kick. He looks like he's a little short by chance. No, he was dead on it. Very well played. Huge opportunity right there to end up potentially giving ball in hand. And he absolutely dominated with that shot. That was very well done. Very impressed by that, too. It looked like he was a little short on it. I was dead wrong.
Trey was, if I'm remembering correctly, he was an MVP player for the spring. I just don't recall if it was 8 ball or 9 ball.
Oh, there we go.
But I know he was qualified for MVP. I've been seeing all kinds of flags waving today. So
yeah,
far
they're
this morning.
definitely up in the air a lot more than last time.
Well, 9 ball's tricky. You can only hit 1 ball.
Yep, it is. It's very tricky.
You know, so there's often more shots being watched. Thank you so much to the refs who are here, taking their time to do that. If you would like to volunteer for a ref shift, please get in touch with Mike and I. You can text our phone number or reach us on Facebook, and we are always looking for good quality refs to have available. And as these tournaments grow, they become more and more and more important for us at these events.
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, I remember I remember where there was one winner.
Yeah.
One winner on 9, one winner on 8, and that was it. And now we're up to 3 teams for Vegas, 3 teams for the Southeast Challenge. I mean, there's just so much opportunity here at the World Qualifier compared to years past. So it is absolutely expanded tremendously. Ascent still needs 1 more point to guarantee bare minimal 13-7. Mr. John there is already in that bracket. He is 1 point away from bare
What a
minimal, making
tight
it 12-8.
race.
Yeah.
Very different story than what we were looking at earlier. I walked away for a few minutes, but I'm guessing John figured out his ball in hand situation.
Yeah, he definitely got under control. Again, it was very unfortunate last rack right off the bat, just a scratch on the break. As he made the 1 ball on the break, too, of all things.
Don't go all the way back.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I was about to be upset with myself on that one.
that was about to be a little
Yeah.
little trick shot going on there.
I thought that he was going to scratch again, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, it was definitely worrisome. Definitely worrisome. Oh, good try.
Oh, man.
Came up short, too. That was interesting. I was a little shocked that that she came up short on it. Got it perfectly through the window between the 4 and 3. Timeout being called by Carlos right away. Massive timeout here. 3 points necessary, and 2 are kind of sitting there perfectly here for him, or should be well within his range here to be able to work with, especially if Carlos just sets him up to shoot it. Yeah, Carlos is having him on the right-hand side of the 3 ball from our point of view here, which is definitely going to allow that cue ball to come out just a little bit. Take that 4 in the bottom right corner pocket right here. There we go. 2 points left for him, 2-5 left in the race.
Oh, perfect.
Right
I'm
now.
saying perfect because Predator's walking up right now.
Oh, are they? Excellent.
Yeah, so we might be able to chat with them maybe between matches here, depending on how much. Oh my goodness.
Another unfortunate scratch. I mean, it's probably been like the 6th scratch so far. All right, guys, so we got Predator joining us in the booth here. I'll let you do a little introduction. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well. I'm going to adjust your mic here. You're good? You're good?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So tell us your name, what do you do for Predator, what y'all are doing here at the beautiful 9-ball heaven.
Yeah, my name is Jackie. I work for Predator. I'm in the sales department. So today we're just coming out supporting APA. We have a booth set up over in the other room. We have some cues you can demo and you can purchase. Ooh. We have gloves for sale, chalk for sale, whatever you guys want. We're taking pre-orders. If you're interested in anything that we don't have today, we're actually taking pre-orders, and we can drop it off by Tuesday here. So
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness gracious. Wow.
Yep.
So you guys are from out of town, right?
No, we're actually based in Jacksonville.
Oh,
That's
I thought,
amazing. Wow.
I thought I heard that you guys were coming in earlier this week. Okay,
Nope.
I misunderstood.
Predators right here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get our footprint,
There you go.
established. Yeah. So it's great to be here.
Well, gosh, I'm wondering what we've been doing at our other events. Like, I'm glad you guys are here. That's cool.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely glad y'all are.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
We love the relationship that you guys have established with 9-ball heaven, and
Yeah, love
you know,
the tables.
the tables
Thank
have
you.
been such a great addition to this room.
Thank you so much. They look great, and we hope to continue building that. Yeah, they look great. I hope everybody likes them, and they're only going to get better
Ooh,
from
there
here. So
is Sorry,
finally
we were
gets his
watching
early 9.
John end the end of this match right here, getting to the 19 points with an early 9 and no scratch. That's significant in this match.
Very significant. That was huge.
So
Very well played.
taking a second win for So Good. Jackie is here all day today. Is that right?
We are here until 1 p.m., but we can be flexible.
Okay.
so-
Wrong
So
score, wrong score.
1 p.m. or until volume. So if you're listening and you don't play until the next round, you may want to come up a little bit early and check them out. They'll be here. Are you guys here at all tomorrow or done today?
We are not.
Okay.
Only today.
All right. So if you are interested in Predator, come talk to Jackie or one of her teammates here and get some cool stuff.
Awesome. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Thank you
Yeah,
so
I'm
much.
gonna come by the booth here in a little bit. Appreciate you, Jack.
Great. Thanks to
Yes,
Thanks
ma'am.
for
meet
stopping
you.
in.
Absolutely. Be blessed. Take care.
You as well.
That is freaking awesome, to say the least, Kelly. That's-
Yeah.
in case you didn't need any more reasons to come by 9-Ball Heaven, now you got a huge one of the biggest names in pool to date in terms of products and cues and everything, and obviously beautiful tables as well. So definitely take advantage, guys. If y'all get a chance to, come on by and come say hi to Predator. Tell them that we sent you. All right, guys, wait and see the next put up here. So Team So Good is back to putting up here. So we'll see who they are throwing in place here. Possibly another mid-rank. We're very similar scores here, almost tied.
All right. Oh yeah, overall team score. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it way backwards. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is
That's
it
why.
14-6?
Yeah, it was, and I gave the points to the wrong team. That's my fault. That's my fault.
So
here,
we should be at 29.
29-11. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we get special people in the booth. I get all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Special people make us get weird.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. 29-11. Please do forgive me for that. Score is proper update. This is also why, regardless of what I think it is, I always still ask.
Right?
That is such a habit to have.
Well, that was fun. I don't know if you guys caught the end of that. That was Jackie. She was with Predator. And they're here. They've got a booth set up today. So if you would like to come by and take a look at the merchandise, you can catch them for, sounds like a good amount of the day today. We're trying to understand who's up.
All right. Carlos is up versus Zach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carlos and Zach. I know at least one of those two people. I would bet two people are let's see, I don't want to say at fault or to blame. I want to say they are the ones who likely did you the favor of giving putting this match on the live stream this morning. Some love for Team Q-Tech as well. We are so appreciative of Team Q-Tech around here. Thank you for that segue to go into the Jacksonville Invitational, which is sponsored by Q-Tech here. And if you didn't know, last weekend at MVP, we qualified a bunch more players for the Jacksonville Invitational. Once World Qualifier is done this weekend, we'll be moving on to compiling that list and getting the information out for the people that are qualified already for the Jacksonville Invitational. And you just might see some last-minute opportunities to get qualified still. So,
yeah, buddy.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, Jacksonville Invitational is replacing what was formerly the annual MVP, and it got bigger, better, more money, still sponsored by Q-Tech, still playing for Synergy Qs.
Yes.
It's going to $500 added per skill level tier. It's really going to be a big event. Very cool. So look for info on that later next week.
Might have some pot stirring happening over here beside us. I'm not going to let it happen. Oh, it's too funny. It's too funny here. Katrina, I would normally agree with you that Carlos is a strong player, but in my honest opinion, yeah, Carlos is a strong player, 100%. Can't even say otherwise. That man
I was like, well, this is a different spin for Tim.
No, that man, I was very blessed to call him a teammate, and he was co-captain But if I'm going to be upfront and honest with it, Carlos was a very, very core component to my team before, and does a great job. He loves playing pool. I mean, I got to look up again now to see how many nights he's currently playing, but he is all over the place and enjoys it, and has really, I mean, over the past probably year and a half roughly, he has absolutely just really had a huge growth in his game and how well he does. And Zach's done very similar, but right now he's in for a fight for sure. Team So Good has thrown a ridiculously strong player here. In fact, it is their top skill level player on their team.
Who threw blind on this one? I missed that part. Sorry.
It was, let me see here.
Who threw blind here?
It was FBRD threw blind, if I remember correctly.
Who threw blind?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it right.
FBRD
Yeah.
put up first.
So, yeah, this was a great play, very very good play. Zach has got to definitely be on top of his A game, which he can definitely do so.
Zach is a real good shooter. He can be dangerous.
Talking about dangerous, man. We're just talking about he's got to be on top of his A game and everything like that. That was a 3-ball break.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already up 4-0.
Oh, I thought that bump was going to
man.
help him.
I thought so, too.
Whoa. I mean,
love
it
it.
still kind of helped him.
I love it. Hey, that was a phenomenal start.
And here comes the defense.
Yeah, very well played. I feel like, though,
I think
you
we're
almost
going
have
to
a
see a
shot
lot
on
of
the
that.
6.
Ooh, I wouldn't play it that way.
It's tough, but I feel like it's there.
I don't know. I think I'd have to defense right back. There's a lot
You
at
definitely
stake
should.
right here. And I think both of these players, being the strong players that they are, there needs to be a lot of reliance on defense in this match, and I think we're going to see it too. Buckle in, people.
Nah, bump that. Swing for the hills. Let's go.
We're here. Buckle in.
Random 4-rail bank shots of craziness.
This match might even be what causes a double sudden death scenario.
Ooh,
Could be.
yeah, I mean, it could, yeah. There's a lot of points to be had. You're right. We're an hour away, hour and 8 minutes.
I mean, it would make it a long match to do that, but with the number of points needed here and the safety potential.
Yeah, because they go essentially, if we considered it hill per se, but both to where they only need 1 physical point left, that's right at almost 100 balls, or
Yeah.
100 points worth. So, that'd be massive. Absolutely massive.
We'll see. It kind of also depends on how they're shooting, too. You know, if somebody's on fire, you're
Yeah.
not going to slow them down.
No, and right now the momentum is towards Zach. Carlos hasn't shot poorly yet, but Zach is obviously with a great break, taking good advantage. And
Yeah, getting some good opportunity right out of the gate here. And I know that he will try and keep that momentum going, too.
And Zach is the official team captain for Team FBRD, the fire-breathing Rubber Duckies. Mr. JT being the co-captain for that team here. I tell you, I've really enjoyed having JT in the booth as well with me. He's been fun to have on commentary, and he's talking about how much he's appreciated being able to do it and stuff. And I was telling him whenever the vote started happening, he's like we're trying our best. We want to be on the live stream. And then everything just blew up in that post, and he even messaged me. He's like, I think we got this in the bag. And I was like, hey, you may. I was like, there's still, because
They had
this was
2/10 of a percentage point in the bag.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I think when he messaged that was when you made the post saying that 36 hours down, 36 to go, and I was like, there's still quite a bit of time.
I think that's when Zach started writing code.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but I'm realistic, right? So you can be optimistic and still be realist about stuff. And, the fact that they got to be on the live stream as well here, definitely, you saw a smile on their face. He was trying to look at me right off the bat this morning. He's like, are we on the live stream? I was like, you're asking the wrong person. I was like, I literally don't even have a score sheet yet. And then, he tried to ask me again, and just then was when Mike had sent me the live score. Or not live score, I'm sorry, the score sheet. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, you do know. And I'm like, even if I do, I can't tell you. You'll know when it's officially announced. we are not giving anything away. Just caught a glimpse of Logan Lane's
Ooh.
backside there, Mama Lane. I love it.
I just read an idea from
Ooh.
Mama Lane online. She
Oh.
took me up and commented on the post.
Oh, nice.
The post that
Thank-
you can't see.
Thank you, Mom. Hey, I'm all for it, though. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Do it. I'll have a celebratory margarita with some salt around the rim tonight for how salty I am right this very moment. By all of y'all being in on the secret.
It's a fun secret.
Wow.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go find the Mike Kelly APA post that Tim can't see that tells you about the secret that we're keeping from Tim on the live stream. We're working on a score update here.
I'm fairly certain I'm right about that as well here, but I'm just trying to make sure and confirm with Jake real quick here. Yep, it is a 10-0. I was correct by that. So now it is a 55-36 race. The interesting thing is Zach essentially just basically bumped his skill level down to a skill level 5 if you think about it with what the race is needed. Skill level 5's
More
raised to
than that.
38, and he's below it. So, yeah,
And he made a ball on the break again.
goodness gracious.
Doesn't have a lot to work with here on the one, but I think we'll be seeing a good defense come out of it maybe.
They've already been thinking that way, so I would be surprised otherwise. But
Yeah, this is the moment, especially if you're in the position that FBRD is in. You're down in this overall match right now. You don't leave anything to chance. You bring out the defense guns.
yeah, you definitely do. I'm sure him and JT had a convo about that, especially knowing, once it was decided that Carlos was going to go against him, because FBRD was the one throwing blind in this one. It's definitely something I would have talked to Zach about. I would have been like, hey, let's have a great conversation about who you're going up against. Carlos has the capabilities of shooting lights out. You've got to force him to hit the break. You've got to.
I really like the throw for both of these teams.
Very smart throws.
Yeah.
Smart throws. So we've had Zach, who's a skill level 6, his wonderful wife here, who's a 2, so that's 8. And then we had Trey, who's 4, so 12 of their 23 skill level points.
Wow, they still have a lot to work with in the
Yep.
last two.
Yeah, they can still play JT, who's a 7, and they definitely have another 4, which is Patrick there. Or they also still have Miss Chelsea here, who's a 3. So they got plenty of movement to go with. Team so good so far has thrown Beth here, skill level 5. Carlos is 7, that's 12. And Mr. John is 2. They're at 14 out of their 23, still 9 skill level points left. And which, yes, they definitely can still play Jake, and they can still play one of their many 3s. They have Richard, Tim, and Frank on team here to be able to play. So definitely large
Options.
opportunity. Yeah, large opportunity. So if I had to guess, very potential unless it's thrown blindly, which we did see Jake's team do that before of not thrown blindly, I'm sorry, thrown off, in which they did that during 8-ball. So that could happen, but it is possible we could see a JT versus Jake matchup in this battle here. Again, another nice little defense here.
You
playing
know,
it
it's
smart.
funny. You see the head-to-head matchups happen kind of earlier on in the match a lot, and
Yep.
then once you start getting into the later matchups, then you'll start to see the throwing off happening.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I mean, I'm in favor of a throw-off strategy. I like it. I think it's smart a
Yes.
good amount of the time.
Yes.
FYI, for the record, I am putting that out there for all to hear that it is a strategy. It is not against the rules. It is acceptable. It is not poor sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
and
it's allowed
don't-
at tournament
yeah.
and in league play.
Yeah, don't get
So,
mad about it. That
for the
is-
record.
I've seen people, their whole demeanor of how they played got mad because of a throw off, and I'm like, that is
Ooh, nice shot.
what a cut. I was like, that's just wise choosing right there. Like, Jess, you said you like it too. Yeah, it's definitely favorable,
And that is subjective. It is an opinion. We're all saying we like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can have your opinion.
yeah, you definitely can,
Yeah.
and you could be wrong in your opinion. It's all
Just
good
trying to
too.
change the perception. A lot of times we hear, oh, I didn't even catch that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to.
A lot of times we hear
Oh,
people, we even receive sportsmanship complaints
Yes.
with that intent that this is a sportsmanship issue, and we have to
It's
then
not.
have a conversation
Yeah.
that it's not. So more putting it out there just to change that perception that is a sportsmanship issue, because it is well within the rules. That's why we have a handicap system. There is no problem with throwing off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just why we flip in the beginning to determine who's going to put up first and go in rotation, everything like that. So
And then you can take your subjective opinion and do whatever you want with it.
Jesse says the low race they get thrown on don't usually like it. It's funny, man. I think back to yours and Alden's match, and he was so stoked to play against you.
I was about to say the
late
same
night.
thing. I don't think that's true at all. I think that so often lower skilled players don't have the opportunity to play the high players, that
Yeah.
they love the opportunity to play high players.
It's amazing what it's the whole iron sharpens iron type situation, right? It's amazing at the fact that you get somebody, speaking about Jesse in chat here, for those who don't know, Jesse's what we call a Super 7. He is a skill level 9, skill level 7 in APA, and definitely one of the top players here in Jacksonville. And it's amazing because when you get somebody and they know that, there are some people that definitely have an intimidation factor, and they're like, man, like, what am I supposed to do? But then if you really think about it, you're like, well, now's your opportunity to really do.
You're supposed to
yeah.
shoot the same
Yeah.
game you always
Yeah,
shoot,
do-
because
yeah,
you
do your
need
best.
19.
Yep.
And
Yep.
go get your 19. And our system is designed where it should be possible for you to get your 19 before they get 75.
Yeah.
It is a possibility. And
Yep.
every time you step up to that table, no matter what skill level the two players are, you should have a very fair chance at that match.
I've seen a matchup before where it was probably like 3 or 4 racks in, and it was something like, I don't know, it was like 28-2 or something along those lines, and it was a 2 versus a 9, and it was, it was just
there's
looking.
That's what he needed to turn the tide right there.
Yeah, he did.
Wide open break. Yep.
Yep. But yeah, it was a huge gap, like 28-2. It was a 2 versus a 9, and the another rack in that skill of a 9 hung the 9, like ran out, hung the 9. The 2 got it, then had 3 on the break, and out of nowhere, now it was like 38 to, or not 38, but 35 to 7 or something like that. I don't know how to math right now, but anywho, you get my point that they were almost to their halfway point from a simple mistake and a decent break, and it definitely just changed how everything started looking. So it's tough, man. It's really, really tough.
Carlos needed this. He needed the break. He needed to make one. He needed to open table, and he knew it, and he executed it. And there is a lot of skill in breaking, too.
Yes, there is.
If you are a player who is still struggling to find your break, just stick with it. It's amazing that you can't even articulate all the pieces of a break, because until you can figure out how to put them all together, you don't even realize, like, how many. When you're first learning how to break, you're like, I'm hitting them hard. What's going on? And there's so much more to it.
Yep. Yeah. Do you use bottom? Do you use top? Do you break from the side? Do you break from the middle? And I will say, although you'll definitely see as well, like for the higher ups in the pros, like there's definitely a certain spot that majority of them will break from. What a nice,
That is nice.
nice
Wow.
bat right there. Very well played.
I can't believe he got out of that as well as he did. I expected us to see.
I didn't want to jinx it, but I was about to say we were on the way to potentially
Don't you do that.
potentially
Don't,
something fixing
don't,
to happen. So
Don't.
I didn't do it. I said potentially.
You
I choose my words
are
wisely.
already doing it.
There it
Oh,
is.
Okay, you're off the hook.
First break and run on live stream.
Hey, hey.
There we go. Get that man a patch.
Patch for a break and run.
Patch for a break and run. Woo! Carlos says that was fast for the patch. Mike literally handed it to him. I love it. I love it.
All right, let's go for the mini slam.
Yeah. Yes. That would be
Yeah.
that'd be phenomenal. I'm always envious. I think is really the word. Ain't jealous. Envious of like when I see like the low lanes, the Jesse Links and stuff, and them getting the award at the Players Appreciation Meeting in Christmas time frame, and seeing the amount of grand slams and amount of 8s on the brakes and 9 on the brakes and break and runs and stuff, and I'm like, man, like it is just, woo! Like I get so stoked when I get one, and like here you are in a session having racked up all 4 of them multiple times.
Yeah, right.
Of those, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it just blows my mind. So cool, absolutely so cool.
It's not an easy thing.
No.
I've only had like 2 8 on the brakes ever in League, and I've been playing League now for coming up on like 13 years. And let's see, I've had only a handful of 9 on the snaps.
Yeah. Yep. And guys, I'd love to know in chat too as well here, who else has succeeded and had a 9 on the snap and a or break either way, 8 on the snap, 9 on the snap, or obviously the break and runs for either one as well. Would love to know. It's amazing though, and it's such a cool feeling too, and especially during league night when you see that happen, and you just see the woo and the cheering and stuff. It's so much fun.
We've seen an uptick in patch requests lately,
good.
which is awesome. But I also feel like it's that people are learning how to get their patches.
Yes.
So I'm going to put it out there in case you don't know. If you ever have an accomplishment on league night and you would like to receive a patch for that, they are free for Jacksonville APA players to request them, and we will send them to you. You just got to tell us you want them. And the easiest way to do that is to scan the QR code on your team envelope, and you can fill that out, and we will get you your patch next week. If you're not getting it next week, then go ask your division rep, because you should be getting it next week.
Yeah, make sure they're double checking the binders. Also for division reps too, one thing I'd love to encourage you, if you happen to see, like I haven't noticed one time there was a couple extra patches on another night that hadn't been given out, and I was like, oh, those were there last week. There's nothing wrong with handing them out and just offering some help. Sometimes, hey, we miss league. Things happen. Life happens. We get there late. We don't think to check it. Definitely help each other out and encourage it as well. We want to, for those that want the patches, we want you to be able to get them. Rebecca saying she's had a 9 on the snap before. There you go. Dawn said had 8 on the break about 4 years ago. It feels so good, too. Oh, it's such a cool feeling.
And some more O snaps.
More O snaps. There you go. Rebecca's saying, what about a clean sweep patch from last session?
Those
were handed out, yeah.
Yeah, they went out in week 1 of this session.
Yep.
If you guys didn't receive it, then just reach out to our office and we'll figure out where that went.
Oh, the O snaps. Oh, my gosh. I love it.
If you don't know what's going on with all the O snaps, you can be in on the secret and go find the post on Mike Kelly APA, the post that Tim can't see, his wife can't see, and his business can't see.
They have blocked me out from it all, and I am missing a point for somebody. I think it's for Zach. I could be wrong here. I'll make sure and get a full score update here in a moment. Brandon says, I've even read the secret post and I still don't know what's going on. Well, Brandon, welcome to Team Voice here.
That might be because the post says, we're kind of making it up as we go.
I feel like there's a tally somewhere out of nowhere now. Somebody's keeping tracks of how many times I say 9 on the snap.
You're almost there.
I feel like I'm getting close to it.
You're almost there.
Carlos made 2 on the break. Thank you. I'll flip it back. Appreciate it. Brandon says Team Voice for the win. There it is.
Well, that's because the one thing that I did articulate in that is if you figure it out, then there's a bigger win.
Oh, man.
But I don't know what that is yet, so I got to come up with it before you figure it out.
So it's definitely ideal me saying 9 on the snap, because that has been multiple times that I see the O snaps happening. Talking about 9 on the snap. And I feel like at some point in time, I probably have tripped out because of a 9 on snap and probably yelled "O snap" is probably what I've done. Is where the joke may be coming from.
No, it's not a joke at you.
I'm good if it is. Either way, it's funny.
It's not.
I'm gonna start bringing some Rice Krispie treats to the pool now. Like, look, snap, crackle, and pops. Can't even keep up with it right now. Poor Brandon. He's tried. Don't worry, I am too, Brandon. It's all good, buddy. Ooh, Zach with a good try on there on the cut.
Snap, crackle, pop.
I like this thought process, too. He's definitely going to be set up for that 5.
Yeah.
35-32 left in this battle right now.
That's really funny. I've read the post, and I still don't know what's going on. Welcome to my brain, Brandon. Welcome.
Joel says, copy and paste O snap. What?
Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. Are we still morning? Oh, I got to turn over to afternoon.
Just over afternoon.
I'm done with my coffee, too. I got no excuses.
Yep.
We are in the afternoon, guys, which I'm a night owl, so you would think I'd be okay with giving up the good morning. But I like it. It sounds so cheerful in the morning.
Very much so. So I'm assuming next round is a 3 p.m. start time then?
2:30.
2:30, heard.
Yeah. 9-ball moves just a tiny bit faster.
Yes, it does.
Probably the 45-minute difference in sudden death as well.
Katrina, what is that? He says, oh, snap, come to the macaroni party, and we'll take a nap. Goodness gracious. If you eat too much macaroni, you might. Who are you waving at over there, Kelly?
Katrina.
Oh, yeah. You're. Man, it's so funny. I appreciate it too, man. Shout out to him as well. I did a post. Make sure you take a look at it because I don't want to take away his thunder. You deserve to read the post, but that man may or may not have gotten signed with a major sponsor of his, and definitely recommend you go take a look at it. It is on my Facebook, but it's also on his as well.
Okay, I don't know about this macaroni party. What's a macaroni party?
I don't know.
That's not part of the joke or the game.
Brian says, how many times will Tim say very nicely done?
Well, we're going to start inventing new games every round, Tim.
Dozens of times there, Brian. that is a common phrase of mine. All of us announcers have it, though. You'll catch it. You'll start to see it happen, and you're like, yep. Oh. Small miss there on 9, but good leave. Yeah, Jay Flowers blowed. Not a problem, Katrina. Appreciate you, buddy. Jay Flowers is a great manufacturer to be with, for sure. Made in the good old USA. Oh, is that from a Cartoon Network show? Katrina, I don't remember that one. I don't know how I don't. I remember all the oldies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got that real early. Double checking the score here, 23-16. Waiting for confirmation.
I feel like we see this pattern a lot in higher player matches. Like they both come out of the gate on fire.
Yeah.
And they just like run, and the points are racking up, and then you hit the middle spot, and it's like, whoa, breaks.
Mm-hmm.
My game's getting a little out of control here. Let's slow this down for a minute.
Sorry, guys. Had to text my wifey real fast.
I'm just trying to prevent the urge to sing.
Oh, yeah.
They're about to hear some karaoke going on.
So I really think this is where the whole home field advantage is now potentially showing itself here.
He made a ball.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to, like, wait to say something. I was like, I'll wait for
Oh,
for
I'm
your
not
point.
saying wait a minute. I'm saying 1 point.
No, 2 points.
2 points.
2 points.
Just kidding.
But no, Zach has got this break down pat. I mean, Carlos obviously has a great break as well here. Carlos, has played on these tables, and I don't know any of our any of our main places that Carlos has not played out of before.
They're both frequent flyers.
Yeah, absolutely are. Absolutely are. But I really think it's shining bright with Zach right now for sure when it comes to that break. Really tough option here for that 2-ball. He's got a small window.
Oh, no. Tapped it.
Yeah, he was already
Just
kind of
rolled
doing
right over that guy.
Yeah, he's doing a little pop-up situation there right off the bat.
I was just about to compliment his game face too, and then he had to laugh at himself on that one.
Right.
At least you laugh it off. Sometimes there's nothing else you can do. Like, nope, that just happened.
100%. And it's a good thing he can do so as well, because as a team captain and everything, this is where you may or may not realize it, but your reactions to this kind of stuff can and will tremendously affect how your team continues to perform.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I think he's in the window.
Oh, I guess we could see the window. I think he's in the window.
Yes, it's a little tighter than what I thought, but
I was worried about the scratch.
yeah, definitely.
You know, I gave ball in hand on a ball in hand shot this week.
No. Did you really? What happened?
And then I scratched again the next shot.
Oh my gosh. No, that's insult to injury. That's
So I managed to miss 2 balls in hand, and oh wait, yeah, it wasn't I scratched the next shot. It was I missed it. I missed 2 balls in hand in a row and scratched on one of them.
Oh no. That's kind of like
Tim's like, I don't even know what to say to that.
no, the only thing I can think of is this kind of like, like you scrape your knee or something as a kid, and then like your friends over there, and it's like, I've been told that like pouring a lemon on it helps helps it heal
Oh.
faster or something. And you're
Why
like,
would
oh
you-
yeah,
Why would you
yeah,
say
do that. And
such
then
an
you do
analogy?
that, yeah, and you're like, oh no, I've never felt a burn like that before.
Boys are mean to each other. Girls,
Mhm.
I mean, maybe there's girls that would do that, but those are mean girls. Don't do that.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. I will neither confirm or deny that I know for a fact that situation has played out, by the way.
Lemon and cuts? That's awful.
Yeah.
Who would do that? Were you involved?
I was there. But I was neither the one recommending it, nor was I the one stopping it.
Well, I'm just
From
glad
happening.
to hear that you weren't the mean boy.
I was not the mean one. I just happened to decide to laugh a little bit.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I don't even have anything else to say. We got to find a new topic.
That's what missing ball and then missing it again happens. That's how it feels.
So if I don't want to hear awful stories, then stop missing ball in hand.
Stop missing ball and tough cut here on this.
Ooh, that
Overcuts
was
it too.
tough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stop. It's
Uh-oh,
drifting.
Uh-oh.
No,
uh-oh,
sir.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's in there.
Yep. All right, I'm definitely off by a point here, guys. We'll get a confirmation on the score in just a moment. But still keep in mind there's a 9-point difference between the skill levels here overall.
Jacob doesn't like to look our way when he's done
No,
scoring a match.
Yep, I did. I missed the point in favor of Carlos. I thought so.
Okie dokie. Man, he is killing the breaks. Look at this, Tim. He made three. Three
That's
on the break.
phenomenal.
1, 2, 3. I counted out loud for my benefit to keep the score right, not you guys. Hey, Nikki, welcome into the stream today. Thanks for playing our game. All right.
Nikki, how
Ooh.
are you doing, by the way?
Made 3 on the break, but then missed that one ball and left some opportunity. 2 is tough though.
Yeah.
Pinky.
Oh,
Wow, look
nice
at
drawback.
that.
Great shot.
He's like, here's your 2 is tough shot.
Yeah, that was a good drawback. It definitely wasn't a predicament here, and honestly,
Ooh.
early 9 was not going to do him any
Uh-oh.
favors. So
If I were Carlos, this would make me a little nervous right now.
I should say early 9 is not going to do him many favors. It'll do him some favors, but you'll notice higher ups again do not like taking those those early 9s if they don't have to. They want all those points. Don said, everybody, let's say quack. There we go. Showing love for the fire-breathing rubber duckies. Oh, got a bump off the 8 and may have
Yeah.
may
I
have
think
gotten
he's
in
a
some
little bit
trouble.
hooked right there.
Yep.
He's a lot of bit hooked.
Man.
I
Perry,
think
you're in chat now doing the O snaps as well. I know he was in here just a little while ago.
Perry's in the room.
Good old Perry Poe up to his no good.
I'm impressed with how many people have played our game today.
There's been a lot.
I know, I have a list.
And oh my gosh, and numerous times. Oh, I love it.
It's like, why is there a list? Why are they saying it?
Oh, man. Y'all in the shenanigans.
I like shenanigans.
Feel like we're watching.
Why do you have a hobby if it's not fun?
No, you're
Like our
you're
whole,
so right.
I literally, I looked at Marianne yesterday and was like, I love our job.
Yeah,
Because our
that's
whole
good.
job is to help other people have fun.
Mhm.
Like, it's so fun.
Beautiful setup there. Carlos lands this. It'll be 34-25 overall. And he does. Nice close matchup here. 21-21 left in the matchup here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
keeping it tight.
Yes, they are.
Keeping it tight. Were you good at math before you started doing this?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, math was by far my favorite and best subject in school. The only one
Also,
I wasn't
I'm
ever
not
good with was geometry. Geometry was always my hard point. You add shapes into it,
Ah.
I have issues with that. Jason asked in the chat, he says, do you know of any teams looking for a 6-6 on Thursday night at 9-Ball Heaven or at the OG Q Ball? Jason, I don't right off. However, two things I would encourage you to do. One, go to the Jacksonville APA members Facebook page and be able to message there. And then, if you will, also shoot the Jacksonville APA Facebook a message. That'll get over to Mike Kelly and Marianne.
Because,
they can
yes,
definitely
I
take
got
a
some
look.
names to give you.
There you go. Yeah, this is why I encourage that too, by the way. They keep track of all of that and are very encouraging to help get teams formed, built,
You know,
rebuilt, all
honestly,
that kind of stuff.
it's so helpful if you guys do text us like, hey, my team is looking for a player, or, you know, if you're struggling on it, you know, if you're confident you're going to find somebody, then that's fine. But if you're
Yeah.
looking for help and you're really struggling, let us know, because what happens is defunct players sit on rosters and we don't realize it and we don't know. And our players looking for teams situation is a very much a revolving door.
Yes.
And so, and our goal in our office is when somebody reaches out to find a team, we want to connect them with the captain as quickly as possible. And because we just find that our system for us in our office works best if we can turn those things around quickly. We don't lose track of teams and people as easily if we move them quickly.
Yep. Very true.
And so I say that because if your team needs a player, being on our radar, you don't know when that door is going to open in our office, and it's going to close quick too.
Yep.
A lot of times we've got a new player connected with the captain in less than an hour.
Yes.
So if we don't know about you in that hour, you're not getting them.
I have 100% been one of those to receive that text message. Hey, we got somebody brand new to the league. They are looking to play on this night. I know you were looking for a player. And then it's just that quick. I mean, it's really, really fast.
As soon as that player contacts us, we're trying to get them in touch with somebody ASAP.
Yep. And guys, too, the earlier the better as well. What I want to encourage, too, is we were talking about the team captains matchup that's coming on and about potentially forming a new team if you've not been a captain before. There's nothing wrong with that conversation starting today. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There are times where people's lives are fixing to start changing, new jobs. Maybe they can't play on Tuesdays anymore and they want to play on Wednesdays and stuff like that. And so it's always a good thing for you to take advantage of and get that ball rolling, like Kelly said, as quickly as possible and as early as possible. It's definitely just a great way to ensure it. And, guys, if you do not have a full roster, please.
Get one.
Please, please, please. We've seen it multiple times in multiple tournaments where not having full roster bites you in the end. Please don't let that be a situation. So.
Yeah, Kit is a great example. Kit sat on our radar for a couple of weeks, and we didn't have any players at the time.
Yeah.
But at the moment that we got some players, I mean, it was like 2 players back to back. Kit, here you go. Like,
That's
move,
huge.
move, you know. So Kit's a great example. You may have to sit on our radar for a couple of weeks before those players turn up, but they do turn up, and we need a place to put them.
So they do turn up. For you to get turned up, come play some more APA. Let's go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that team captains tournament. Very much looking forward to it.
Yeah. There's the office number from the Jacksonville APA. In the Facebook comments there, you can call or text that. Texting that is our preference. It helps us help you faster because we can do what we need to do on our end before we actually touch base with you. So, so we appreciate the text messages.
Hey, Jess, what's up? Jess for Team Zach over here. Jess just recently shared in our chat for Tuesday night moved up a skill level there in, I think it was 8-ball. if I
She's
remember
a
correctly.
brand new 4.
Yep.
Congratulations, Jess.
Yes.
There's
Love
some
seeing it.
people out there right now that are, I mean, there always are, but man, it's fun to watch people who you know are really trying to earn it and putting in the work and you know, absorbing everything they can during timeouts and coaching and whatnot. And we get to have those conversations with people too, where we know they're trying to earn it. They want to get
Yeah.
better. They're really trying, and it is a sign. It's a very, very tangible representation of the work you're putting in. So
Yes, it is.
be proud of moving up.
Carlos in a bit of a predicament here. That 2-ball might as well be an ocean apart at this point here with everything kind of blocking his way.
Yeah, I think he's looking at a 2-rail here, which I actually think it's doable. But once you start adding in more than one rail, my head has a tendency to make up angles in the way I think geometry works and not
Yeah.
so much how it actually works.
He actually had a kind of crazy 3, potentially 4-railer there, but that was my only worry about that. I thought it was going to come up short.
Ooh, wow, what a creative way to get there, though. I mean, not not creative, but like I couldn't have implemented the spin required to do that.
Guys, watch out. Katrino's on OSHA duty right now. He has informed OSHA about all the, the safety shots.
Oh, maybe he will be
Oh,
a good
man.
fit on the mic with you and your dad jokes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Katrino, I go and tell you, I know he does a good job for sure. Might even have I might even have a little lunch break where he'll be on the mic and giving you guys the love and support. I'm so impressed by this matchup between these two. Very, very impressed.
Well, we
right
knew
now.
it was going to be a good one.
Yep.
When we got started today.
Yeah, this out of a lot of the members between the two sets of teams here, this is really a fun one that I wasn't sure if it ended up happening this way or not, but definitely when I was looking at the list originally, I was like, I really feel like this would be a great matchup between these two, and it has proven that shot after shot right now.
They're both shooting really well.
They definitely are.
There can't be any disappointment there in showing up, you know? Like it's always hard to leave a match where you feel like you just didn't bring what you were capable of bringing.
Yep.
Those are the hard ones. But if you lose a match where you know you gave it your all, and that's what I think both of them are doing. They're both shooting well. There's no question about that. Nobody's handing it over. Carlos just made a ball.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Now, this does become dangerous right now, though, whenever you have what just happened on that 5-ball, and this table's kind of opened up nicely, and the 8-ball just
Yeah, I think that's helpful.
Yeah, I think it is too overall. I was about to hold my comment for just a second, but it's
The
It's
9-ball
a
is
good spot.
really big.
yeah.
Is the only challenge here. It's less big from that angle.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big kind of
Yeah.
triangle here that he can be in the bottom right-hand portion of the map here.
Oh.
Slow down.
Yeah.
There we go. Nicely done.
Lucky he caught that extra
points.
rail.
What's the name of the tool company that has the red and white delivery trucks? Matco? Or Snap-on? I think you're talking about Snap-on.
A tool
Oh, my
company?
gosh. Snap. Kit.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Come on.
I think I
Play the game.
I think I figured out it has to do with me saying the 9 on the snap at any one point in time. It's got y'all saying, oh, snap, at some point. I hate you kids so much. That was phenomenal. Out of anything in this world.
I think you just figured out the game.
Oh, my gosh. I am so mad at her for that. Because I walked right in that perfectly.
But you
And now
walked
the-
into it kind of having an idea of the game, but not knowing the game.
That was so good. All right, score update here, 42-27. Kid, I owe you another hug when I see you.
So what's the game, Tim?
It's about me saying 9 on the snap is what it's all about, or the words on and snap together in some form or fashion.
It's All right, you've figured it out enough. So there is a secret word, and every time you say the secret word, anybody that replies is getting entered into a drawing for free singles boards.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, that's a phenomenal reward. If I could pick a reward, that is 100% what I would pick, because I want to see more people in singles, and that's amazing. Thank you for that, by the way.
So
That is huge.
every time you say the secret word, they say, "Oh snap!"
That's amazing. Oh, I love it. Love you too, Kit. Thank you for that.
And now
Oh my
I'm looking
gosh.
for ideas on what our secret word and our secret call will be in round 2, because I figured out that "oh snap" was, or it was actually just "snap" was the word.
Snap, yeah.
Yeah, but I figured out that was a little bit too obvious.
Kit pulled a Super Troopers move, by the way. What she had me do, if y'all remember the movie Super Troopers, I love quoting it all the time. So when I say the word shenanigans, is literally the boss is like, if y'all say the shenanigans one more time, he says something like, I'm gonna pistol whip you or something like that, because they're a bunch of cops, and they're like, hey, what's that favorite place that got all the goofy stuff all over the walls? He pops out around the corner. He's like, oh, you mean shenanigans? And they're like, oh, let's see here.
I showed him the post, so
Oh my gosh.
he's taking it in right now of what our game has been. But yes, so that is it, which means since he
That's
has
amazing.
figured out the game now, we can, I guess we'll keep it going for the round. So
I love it.
when the word is said, if you comment, I am actually sitting here tallying away on your
She
comments.
literally has been the whole time on the phone, which is why I was very confused at first. I'm like, why is she keeping tallies?
Oh,
Oh,
hang on.
one second here, guys. Got to mute up. Give us just a moment.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, that was a very interesting situation. I
Heard
think
that one?
Yeah, I think it's kind of worthwhile talking about on
Yeah.
stream here, because that was a tough scenario for y'all to have to think real fast there for what to do. But I agree with what you the word you said, which is in the rule book.
I love that fallback. Okay,
Yeah.
so to fill you in on the offline action here, there was a table where the player broke, and in the process of the break, the cue stick broke,
Yeah,
and the
came apart.
shaft flew on the table and moved a bunch of balls all
Yep.
over. So this is why APA starts off the rule book basically saying common sense must prevail. And in this case, we advised we're going to re-rack and start over.
I would even dare say that cue snapped on the break. I had to have fun with it. I had to. But no, I mean that is a first, which is, I mean, you've had this conversation before that the rule book tries to cover a majority of scenarios.
And when it doesn't, it's called common sense.
Yeah, you got to use the common sense there. I definitely agree. There it is. Kit, Jason,
I
Deborah.
love the faithful
go.
few who have literally commented like every
single
single
time. Yeah.
time.
I just love the fact that somebody's gonna win a free entry into a singles board, which is so much fun. That is something I am a huge fan of here within APA. I always encourage it as well, guys. For those that even if you're not with a team in Vegas, if you get a chance to go to Vegas and go play on the singles matches that are out there, it's phenomenal. So. Oh, did he really, Katrino?
Oh,
That's massive. Wow.
I'm not going to say all of the things that went through my brain.
His tip broke during the break, and his tip flew towards one of the balls. He was called foul for that. That is interesting. I hate it for him from a professional level.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Plus,
no
I like-
fault of the player.
I like Josh Filler anyways as a player. He's fun to watch.
That's
Very fun to
no
watch.
fault of a player. But hey, if you need tip work done, we haven't thrown in this plug right now. I don't even know if you knew about this plug. If you need tip work done, I don't
is
quite
Billy-
know where. No, I don't know where Nick is, but Nick is
okay.
here working on cues. the back room is shut, so I don't think it would be in there. So he might be on the other side there. Ooh.
Kelly? She just almost came up out of her chair.
I was trying to lean to see around people, and I tipped my chair over. But anyways, yeah, Nick Osborne is here working on cues. Predator's here selling
say hi to 'em.
cues. Marianne's here with the APA store out. You got options. You got Jose wandering around with a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
If you're feeling left out, there's no reason to be. You can come play too.
Yeah, definitely come take advantage, please. We had quite a few people actually during the last one that were just coming by to enjoy the atmosphere and the fun and stuff. And now you have more. And then did I see correctly about, I know it's tomorrow, but a massive singles board again tomorrow, right? We're going to end up doing another Mega Boom. Thank you, Kelly.
That is correct.
So very
It was
excited
the
to see
first
that.
one of the day. We had to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. We are doing a 36-player modified single elimination bracket tomorrow where 6 players will advance from that to regionals. If you were unaware, this is a big week in the APA calendar. This is your last week to get qualified for the fall regionals. So if you want to play, now
that's
is
an oh
the
snap reason to
time.
get in there.
Did you put that scene in there?
Well, that one?
That one, yeah.
That right there?
While they're racking, let's go ahead and point to this. So this is it, guys. There are 4 opportunities here to qualify for fall regionals. You can play on the Mega Boom tomorrow. You can play a standard board on Tuesday, a splash board during the day on Wednesday, or you can join us for Fun Friday and check out the guaranteed boards here next week. But this is it. If you don't get qualified in one of these 4 locations, you're not going to be at the fall regionals. So now is the time. We're doing a $10 donation, us and First Coast APA, for every regional player qualified between May 15th and June 15th for the last month of the qualification window. I don't know if you saw the progress bar on there. We're already at a $650 donation with 65 players qualified.
Gosh.
So we're
That's
trying to get to
phenomenal.
100, which I
Yeah.
think we're going to be able to do it. I think it's going to be close. We're trying to get to 100. If we get to 100, we're doing a bonus $500 donation there.
And then you said the Fun Friday is the guaranteed one, so you play until you win.
Play free until you win.
Yeah.
If you never win and you say, I quit, I'm out, you don't know it's a thing, you walk away.
Wow.
If you win, you pay for the singles board because no one else has contributed in entry fees, so you pay for the board. I tell you what, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's no harm, no foul. It's
you're good,
definitely
sorry.
worth it to come check out Fun Friday up here. We got 16 people qualified. The bulk of that was run on 5 tables, and we didn't really get going until about 4 o'clock, and it was about 7 hours we were up here. So anyways,
Huge day.
will there be more boards after Monday before the deadline? Yes, Jacob, to that answer, you can go to the calendar. Yes, Joel, there's 8-ball boards. There are boards happening Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. All different styles and different price points. So you can do anything from $20 up to $128. So, but the $128, again, is only if you win. So there's a style, there's a chance, something for everybody. Come play.
By the way, Carlos has a huge opportunity here to make this a 15-5 win.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he has broken away from the pack now.
Does that secure? Nope, not
no,
yet.
not yet, but
They
it
can't
puts
win
him,
outright on this match.
it puts him crazy close. And it would also keep it from being double sudden death.
Oi, oi.
Almost got the extra love there in that side pocket.
Between the two of us, we gave like 4 different one-syllable sounds.
Yeah.
No
we're like, oh,
words.
nope,
Just
maybe.
E-I-O.
Oh, I love it.
Did you say snap again?
I don't think I did. Nikki might be behind though. She's on a cruise, so hers maybe catching up potentially.
It's not when I say snap. It's only if you say snap.
Yeah. Kelly can
I don't
say,
think I did it either.
say that all
But
the
no,
time.
I'm just letting you know that you have control of the game now that you know the game.
It's all about the game and how you play it. And there it is.
So there will be a secret word for round 2 also. And there will be a call out to get entered back into another drawing for another free singles board in round 2. We're going to keep up that game. If you have ideas on what the secret word should be or what the callback should be, you can comment on that Mike Kelly APA post, because I would appreciate some help in that creativity.
There we go.
Please and thank you.
Guys, while we're waiting, we're going to leave that up there for you real fast. I'm going to double check the overall team score. Should be 44-16 right now.
Yes.
However, this does make something interesting, though, because unless I'm wrong about it, that is all 3 wins for Team So Good.
So they
And
just
if
got
that's
to
the
get to
case,
50.
Yeah.
So what is the team score right now?
Should be 44-16 now. I'm going to double
so
check
they
that
just
here.
need to get 6
points. They
in
can
this
lose
match to
14-6
win.
and they win.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the key is going to be for us to determine the skill level of the player that So Good puts up, and determine how many points that skill level needs to reach to get 6 points, because that will secure the win. We're not hiding anything from you on the table right now. We're just leaving this information up for you to get well versed on your opportunities to qualify and help us make a nice contribution to Canines for Warriors out of that.
By the way, I'm a huge fan of Canines for Warriors. That is a massive, please go look them up and take a look at it, see what they do. But I'm telling you right now, as somebody that had a friend of mine at work that was able to be able to have a service dog because of this organization and the amount of life-changing experience it did for him.
That's awesome.
Was massive.
Yes.
Absolutely massive. So I'll leave it at that. I won't go into any details because of everything he went through to get to that point where this was a necessity for him in life. But just know it was a necessity, and know that there was a clear night and day difference in the quality of life he had because of this great company. So,
well, it was funny. We didn't mention a word to Kevin and Ashley Morgan over in First Coast APA about what kind of donation we were interested in making, but we really wanted to find something that was veterans focused, but didn't say a word. Just said, hey, do you guys want to get in on this? Do you want to do it together? And they, of course, jumped right on board to make it a fun joint area effort. And if you're unaware of what that effort is, it's all players qualified for regionals in that time. We're making a donation to Canines for Warriors. And they were the ones that brought up that organization. It was like, well, that fits real well with the...
Sorry.
That's okay. I was just saying that fits real well with the kind of cause that we were interested in trying to support with this fundraiser. So not a fundraiser, but just kind of a drive. Couldn't figure out what to call it. It's a drive.
It's the drive at 5 here.
So what do we got, Tim?
Well, we do have the throw-off that we were kind of thinking may end up happening.
Ha-ha.
And so it is Tim here versus Mr. JT. And it is a 25 to 55 race.
So Tim is a skill level 3. How many points does a skill level 3 need? All right, how many points, that's what I'm saying, does a skill level 3 need to pick up 6 points for the overall team score?
17. 17 points are what's
so
actually
he needs to get to 17 out of 25 to win the match for So Good.
I like Katrina's recommendation. He says, what if Tim says, oh snap, and you're in the same sentence? You're Katrina, that's your code word. Oh, man. I mean, it's funny, too. I'll hear him across the pool. I'll be like, you're.
Ann Lane had a couple of good suggestions in the comments that I'm thinking about.
There we go. Jess caught it.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
I did it on purpose.
You know, Tim, it was kind of like this thought of how can we make running the stream more complicated? Let's throw in secret words and callbacks and code words and things to tally. And
well, I'll say, and it's been amazing too. Again, this whole thing is like just evolved right over time.
Oh yeah.
And there's still some more potential evolution coming. I'll even dare still like Verizon Zilio, where LT stands for long-term evolution. That's kind of what the stream has been going through and everything about it. So still more to come, but it's been absolutely amazing and fantastic to have that. And this is really 9 is on the board, guys. I'm trying to keep it down here. Not giving nothing away, but early 9 is on the board. Sorry.
Oop.
Other way.
I was trying to see
No,
the
you're
other
good.
side of that. Sorry. Okay.
All right, guys. Kelly's away. We're going to play. Nah, seriously, I appreciate everybody that has participated in that post. Kelly 100% kept it away from me, and I appreciate everybody else keeping it away from me as well, allowing me to figure it out and have the fun in that. And I'm glad you guys got to have as much fun and stuff too as well. So definitely appreciate it. Hold on, was Reagan chatting? I didn't say hi to him. Ray, what's up, buddy? Brandon, you replying to him made me know that happened. All right, early 9 for JT there. 6 dead on the board.
Oh, this is hot. Hello.
What's up, Katrina? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mr.
Good,
Jones?
man. Good. Very blessed right now. Very proud of you, by the way, here, sir. Loved seeing that post.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited of the work that I'll be doing for them, for J Flowers, and I just want to let everybody know to follow our pages, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And,
There you go.
And I'm excited for the content I'm going to produce for the team, and yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge to see you grow in that, man. I'm super stoked, and if I understand correctly, because I know I've talked to you a little bit about pool and stuff, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know a lot of your background. You went to college around this stuff, so this media is your background.
Yeah, media is my background. I recently graduated this spring in May with a communication degree.
There we go.
It was a multimedia journalism track, but I was able to mix it up with a little bit of digital video production.
That's huge.
So,
Really huge,
yeah.
especially in this world now, man.
Yeah, and speaking of which, right now, like I'm having my inner communication student, going on right now because like I'm checking out I'm seeing your setup here. I'm like
Yeah.
I can't help but geek about
Geek
it.
out a little
you know,
bit,
I
yeah.
Geek out a little bit. It's such a nice setup here.
Yeah, it works very well, man. It's been cool to see what's changed over the year and a half, almost 2 years now
Yeah.
around this, and just to think about what's to come later on. Eventually, completely wireless with the mics.
Yeah.
Hopefully, going to do some player interviews in the future, and
That's good.
I'm really hoping to start getting set up. Some other graphics and stuff that'd be a little fun as well.
Oh yeah, your graphics are awesome. Like
That is Kelly's doing. I am
Oh.
hoping to learn some from her. Unfortunately, she has been obviously busy with, we're in tournament season, right? Her and Mike have been tremendously busy. But hopefully I'll get some knowledge around that as well about building it out. I know what I like and stuff. I've never forced myself to use the programs to actually make it. So it's time to get some of that under my belt.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it's working out well for you, and
Oh, yeah.
I hear, I see your streams a lot. Even before I entered the APA, I actually recently just joined in December, and and it's been fun so far.
Oh,
The
wrong
place
points here.
is fun. Place is fun. The events are really good. I've never been to a World Qualifying tournament before. I went to the 8-ball one, and this one is as fun as the World Qualifier for 8-ball. And I'm like pretty stoked to see what else this league has to offer.
It's definitely a good one for you, brother, and I'm glad to see you playing it and everything.
Yeah.
Dar giving you a shout out here. Say, is that Katrina and Jay Flowers' newest communications lead? You know it, Dar. Yeah, the amount of talent, I said it in my post too, but it shouldn't shock me at this point, but it still does, because I just don't feel like I know enough about everybody yet. But the amount of talent within Jacksonville that there is for all that kind of stuff is just astronomical.
Yeah, and
Blows my mind.
That's what even makes me even more excited because with the job that I had, not only did I get to work with the players that they have and work on their content, but also to like represent, to represent like Jacksonville's finest, of course, and it's fun being able to work while also representing our pool scene here in Jax.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. And you got very good match here so far. Tim versus JT. I saw I was watching Carlos play earlier.
Oh my gosh, that was a fun matchup between him and Zach.
Yeah, I commented about OSHA being, might be involved in this thing because of the safety plays that they've been doing.
Dude, they were violating left and right.
Yeah.
Left and right.
That was awesome.
Let's see if I can get a score update from Carlos. 2-11. 11-2. Got it. Appreciate Carlos. Yep, score is updated. Yeah, no, it was a brilliant matchup, and I love the fact that there was a lot of heart and soul. I really enjoyed Zach's breaks overall. I think his breaks were dominating that. So Carlos still got a hold of a couple of them that were really good, but I really think Zach had the breakdown pat, and I think that's where the home field advantage was kind of showing its face right there to us. It ended up being 55-30 was the final score, but until the very back half of that, Dara, it was almost tied throughout the entire thing. Keep in mind, there is a skill level gap, so when I say tied, it wasn't like literally 20-20, 30-30. Taking the skill level gap points difference into account is what I mean by it being tied, but it was good. It was really good. Zach put on a great show, and especially him being captain of the Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies. So.
Oh, that's what FBRD stands for?
FBRD is the Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies. Yes, sir.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies.
Oh, Lord, I just got a message. Hold on. Who sent this to me? Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, my gosh. Emily got the video of it. Was Omar. It was his shaft breaking. Oh, my gosh.
Wait.
I'm going to see if I can get that pulled up on stream here, but.
Oh.
Yeah, literally, it just went bloop. It's gone.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that definitely reminded me of the Joshua Filler match from last night, like yesterday. It was,
Golly, of course it happened to him, too, right?
I thought the tip was better. I didn't know it was the entire shaft. Wow. Golly.
Good try there with the one rail.
Yeah, good try.
And guys, keep in mind too as well here. Tim's a skill level 3. This is a 3 versus a 7. This is a tough matchup on both here. Oh snap! Put that video up. Yeah, kid. I'm gonna see if I can get logged in on my end here without messing up anything. I may have to show it during the next matchup in between rounds. I just don't want anything with Restream to act up. It shouldn't with me logging out, but just in case, I don't want it to mess anything up for the live stream.
I've never been in an APA 9-ball league or team yet, but when and I was training Soraya Marshall, if you know her.
Yes, Miss Soraya's good peeps.
And really good player. I'm glad that she's improved as a player. And whenever I play her, I would play her like 9-ball sometimes, and we have those. I think we had like that scoring app to get the scores even up. I put myself as a 9. She's like a 3. I had to like go up like 75 points. She has to go to like I think 25. And I realized how that scoring system balances everything out, because at one point she beat me 25-74. Like and
That's
it's
amazing.
And it's with, especially with pressure situations such as this one. I don't think I can go for the run with this one. I probably just go run a few balls and then play safe. Run a few balls and then play safe. Like I would probably go to with the consecutive, the conservative route. And I'm not even a defensive-minded player. I might even
I was gonna say you're very foot on the gas pedal usually when I see you play.
Yeah, yeah. I like to use a lot of rails. I prefer to draw the ball. We call, I usually put up some like unnecessary, ridiculous spin, and we call it spanky, by the way.
Oh yeah.
We call that spanky. Oh, they put some spanky on the ball. I'm like, yep. I'm like, you're. But hey. Oh, what a shot!
Shake up, sorry.
Yeah, what a shot there. Yeah, and it's a very good cut. Even with these tables, it's a very good cut. And he should be out from here.
was one ahead just a second ago.
Oh, no. Yeah, wide yet unforgiving pockets here.
Yes, it was. Yes, it very much was.
Yeah.
I see JT shaking his head here. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, he's looking at me right now, shaking his head. He's like, oh,
Well,
how did I miss that?
Katrina, I don't know if you heard us earlier on there, but Tim here only has to win or lose 6-14. So a second. All right, looks like Tim's calling for a quick restroom break here. All right, let me double check, make sure we got the score up to date here real fast, guys. One moment. All right, forgive me. Score is now proper update, 18-5. And again, for anybody just joining us here, due to the points here, Team So Good has 3 wins in their match, under their belt, I'm sorry. So it means they only have to get 50 overall team points. They are 6 away from that. So even if Tim loses this matchup 6-14, they win overall, and it will be over. Hey, there you go. I like that. That's your post right there?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, in case you haven't seen it yet. I realize breaking in these tables, you don't have to like really power it.
No, so, and I just want to make it very clear with people, we are not telling you to soft break. There's nothing wrong with adjusting a little bit of your power. There is a difference between soft breaking and adjusting your power. Because somebody was talking about that last time. They're like, Tim, you recommended somebody to soft break. I said, no. There is a world of difference between those two things. But yeah, you do, with them being 7-footers, I think the pockets on these compared to some of the other tables we're used to are a little bit more forgiving. I think the felt as well on this one is a little faster than what maybe some people are used to playing on as well. And because of all those factors, if you Hulk smash that bad boy, that's a bit of a problem here. You're literally going to have it expand out, and it's going to clump right back in the center again, and it's going to be crazy. So.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, I mean, since the table is so small, like especially if you're breaking to keep the the cue ball in the center, which I do. Like I don't really need to I realize here that I don't really need to power it. Like I can in the 8-footers and 9-footers, I had to put like a little bit up top, like a little bit like above center, to kill the speed and keep the cue ball in the center. With these tables, I really didn't need to. I had to I guess hit it soft with a little bit of bottom to keep the cue ball in the center. So yeah, like really different here too, like in terms of breaking. Speaking of powerful break.
Yeah, he gave it his all on that one.
Yep.
Well, and that's huge too. That's 2 more points here. Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
It's
lots of spanky in that ball in that break.
So you're saying spanky?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, like
that's a funny word.
extreme spin or extreme power. So.
That's funny. I like that. That's 3 massive points right now.
Yep.
Massive points, because every point he gets, no matter what. So let's talk about it here real fast.
So.
Let's say that it closes out right this very second. That's 2 more points for Team So Good. It'd be a 2-18 loss, which would put them up to 46. They would only need 4 more team points in the final matchup is all they would need.
Okay.
Now, again, as Tim goes along with this, he's 2 more points for him away from flipping that split again, making it 3-17. So everything that he gets right now is just a massive, massive, massive nail into Team Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies, and JT knows that. So that's the reason why you see him shaking his head, even though he had a great run. Him bobbling that 9 hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Also, guys, just as a friendly reminder as well, we are live on, of course, Jacksonville APA's Facebook page. And then you have 2 YouTube channels as well, Jacksonville APA's YouTube and my YouTube as well, Voice of Jacksonville Pool. Over 500 subscribers right now on the channel. Appreciate everybody for that, yeah.
Be sure to check it out. Be sure to check it out, guys. Mr. Jones here is doing really, really good as a commentator and showing and showcasing, what Jacksonville Pool is.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, it's great. I love what I do, and Yeah, like I always say, this is one of those situations where you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, and that's this situation right here. I like that. Good smooth stroke.
Smooth stroke.
Yeah, he's off a little bit where he wanted to be, but I like the smoothness of that 7 ball. There was no need to overpower on that situation. Second time, no go. Sudden death has begun.
Yep.
So, Katrina, you have a team in this event, right?
No.
No,
I
you're
actually
just up here
up-
chilling?
Yeah,
Let's
just up
go.
here chilling. Yeah.
Let's go. One of the
Yeah.
people we were literally talking about it on stream.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot here today. This is kind of like almost like a little expo to an extent type deal. Like
Yeah.
this, there's more to this. So,
Yeah, and the event that I played at the 8-ball World Qualifier, and that event was so much fun, and I was curious of what the 9-ball World Qualifier looked like. So, and it's as fun. And
it's good. And the fact that we got Predator on location, Marianne's over there as well. We got Nick over there working on cues. And in case you really need a reason on this, I'm a huge fan of 9-ball Heaven's food. Delicious, delicious food here.
Oh, true.
Oops, sorry, guys. Had a ref over there marking the score sheets. Yeah, Jess says even if Fire Breathing Rubber Ducky loses the first round, he's still rooting for them. Last time they were in the World Qualifier, they lost the first round and ended up playing in the finals. And that is possible, too, as well, guys. Just to break down the bracket a little bit, with APA, you are guaranteed to play twice. You're not guaranteed to lose twice. It is a modified single elimination here, meaning that the first couple rounds, you're okay to have one loss under your belt here. You'll go through the one-loss side, but there is a cutoff time, and usually I think it's normally round 3 is when it happens. But at that point forward, it's over. If you lose that round, you are out. So even if you have not lost at all, ooh, tough bobble right there. Katrina, what do you think caused him to do that?
Well,
I mean, these pockets are normally a little forgiving.
Yeah, I mean, it hit the rail, so if he hits that pocket speed, it would have gone in.
Yeah.
Those were like one of the common situations where if you hit it hard, unless you actually hit it pure, like in
right
the center of the pocket, right in the heart of the pocket, it would not have gone in. So I mean, he didn't even need to like shoot it that quick,
Oh
that
no.
much speed.
Oh no.
Tough luck for
Yeah.
JT over there.
Yeah, as English took over on that and jetted it right there, that bottom left-hand corner pocket.
Yeah.
All right. Well, big points here for Tim, because this does bring him up to another split. So this will guarantee Team So Good, even if Tim doesn't make another point after this, which isn't impossible either way. But even if he doesn't, Team So Good will leave this matchup right now, bare minimum, at 47 points.
So he didn't even need to like win the match itself, right?
Yeah. No, he can lose. He can lose horribly in this matchup, and it will not matter. Now, of course, I say that to an extent. Obviously, if JT could have pulled out a 20-0 here, that would have greatly flipped the script. But yeah, third 9-ball JT has given up. You're right, 100% right.
Directed before. Okay. Yeah, I'll direct for you.
Did she just say I don't like to do it? I'm gonna get her.
Hey, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it for you. I've directed a show before.
I had received feedback before that I like to change angles too much a while ago, so I kind of stopped doing it as much as I was.
Is that why you stuck with one angle?
Maybe I flipped the script to where I just don't do it anymore. Kelly knows me a little bit. Now, she is the one that loves me in the tablet usually, though. I will say that much.
I like this. Yeah, I like this. It's way easier than the TriCaster. So.
Oh, yeah. And the only other thing you need to know about right here is just the scorekeeper right here as well. So this is what I'm using to keep these down here up to date specifically. And the names, the rest of it are manual changes for these 4 right here.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, JT needs a huge run here. Tim needs to get to 12 points again to guarantee another point in Team So Good's favor. So JT really needs to hold the line here. Yeah, Kit, JT's definitely showing a little bit of frustration, and I don't blame him on that. You know, it's tough position to be in right now.
Yeah, with the constant pressure and you know, like some of the unforced errors, it's actually, you know, kind of hard to like get back into groove.
Yeah.
Especially in this situation where they're probably at the risk of losing this one.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's you know, it's just not as much fun, right?
Yeah.
It's just not as much fun. This is a tough line to hold, and luckily, though, again, the benefit, not to say you want to have this kind of thought process in your mind here, because I think it can be detrimental on one side of it. But
Yeah.
the lucky thing is there is another round after this, no matter what for them.
Good.
Period. Now, if it plays out the way it did before, if I remember correctly, they won't come back till tonight, though, to play again in round 3.
Round 3, yeah.
So whoever loses should be back for round 3. But that's where the difficult thing comes in, because if you thank you. If you win round 1 and then lose round 2, you are you're making it to where you have a full day's worth of gameplay ahead of you and having to play all 3 rounds. Whereas if you just lose round 1, or if you win round 1 and round 2, it's an easier day for yourself. So.
Oh, good shot there.
It would be nice to see it get to sudden death, kid. 100%. I enjoy
good
sudden death.
Good triple combination there by
look at
JT.
that. Good breakup there.
Strokosaurus Rex wouldn't have made that.
Oh, it's on hand too.
Oh no.
Man. I was wondering why he was going to jack up. It looked like the angle he had to still drain it. He was going to bump off the 9. Am I wrong about that based on where it was?
I think he was trying to stun it.
Yeah.
Like to, you know, its side pocket, but kind of miscalculated the speed there. So instead of the stun actually biting, it actually like turned into a kill shot. So
I'd love to see him just take a time out here with Tim.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to be jacked up that way.
Yeah,
curve behind, but
like speed is a factor when it comes to like using bottom spin. So does putting the amount of bottom that you have. Like if you want to go for a slower speed, you got to put more bottom to compensate for it. All right. Good finish there.
I am definitely off by a point here, so give me just a second here. Let me find out where I went wrong, guys. We'll get the score updated and confirmed with y'all here in just a moment. Again, the good news is that Tim is 1 point away from getting another guaranteed point for Team So Good here, which is huge. Yeah, my fault. I did not give JT that point. Thank you. So 32-11, 7 dead so far.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, right now, again, guys, Tim is guaranteed 3 more points, so Team So Good will leave this matchup at 47 points overall no matter what, and they will simply need 3 in the last matchup here, meaning they can lose sudden death 3-17 and still win. Oh, cue ball getting hung up in the pocket there. That was interesting. He had to actually fish it out of the pocket. That was funny. Oh, careful with that. Don't do that. Oh, God. Tip from a fellow Tim. Don't scare me like that, buddy. Oh, man, that could have been a foul potentially waiting to happen right there. Could have been a foul. Careful. But I do love seeing the timeout here because, honestly, you know, every point is massive and puts you in just such an amazing place to be for round 5, if it even goes to that.
Yep.
I mean, it still could happen here. This could be closed out on this one. And the next round is set to start at 2:30. So if it does finish early like this, we will be ending the live stream and starting back up once we are ready to go for the next round. And once we know who we're going to have on the live stream table, because at this point, that is not decided because we don't know who all's won and who hasn't yet.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I finally see the first set of score sheets being turned into Mike. I see him behind the computer working on something, so I'm pretty sure that's what's happened.
Kind of curious. How do you assign the tables? Is it just like a random draw, or
Sometimes it's based on like Mike and Kelly are a huge fan of like having different teams on the tables.
Yeah.
And trying to give a lot of people, because so many people want to be on the live stream, right? We saw that in the voting, right?
Oh yeah.
So they try to like mix it up a little bit, try to give some recognition to as many people as we can,
Pretty good.
which is great. So Joey, great question. I love it, man. So right now, let's go over the points here. So Team Fibery and the Rubber Duckies has played Zach. That's 6. JT is 7. That's 13 skill level points they played. Ascent is 2. That's 15 so far. And then Mr. Trey is 4, so 19 skill level points. They still have Patrick to play, who's a 4. That would be their highest skill level possible. They also still have Miss Chelsea as well, who is a 3 to be able to play also. Hold on. Did I miss a point for him? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't.
No,
I
I
don't
did
think
not.
you did. No.
Nope. As for Team So Good, they actually still have Mr. Jake and Draskin, unless something's changed here. Liz and Carlos will play. That's 12.
Yep.
Jake would make 18. Tim makes 21. And John makes 22, 23. Yeah, they still have Jake. So we could have Jake as a 6 in sudden death against either Chelsea or Patrick.
Oh, missed the draw. Missed that shot there to draw.
Yeah, that's tough. Which honestly, Joey, we kind of figured this may end up happening. I was kind of hoping to see maybe JT and Jake go against each other, but knowing their team strategies from past plays, I'll say,
Yeah.
it just works out favorably for them to have played this match the way they did. Because if Tim even gets just a couple points, which he has absolutely done so at this point, it makes that last matchup super easy. So.
Robert.
Keith, on the YouTube side, please refrain from that, brother. We're APA. We're amateur league players. Appreciate you being here, but no need for that in stream. Jake says it's going to be Beth again. Jake trolling now. Love it. Tim with great opportunity here. So, again, let's see. Next split for Tim as a 3 will be 15 points, so he's 3 points away from the next split. Again, he is guaranteed the 4 points right now at this point in time. So,
Good try there.
Joey, you did, buddy. Joey, also, how you doing, man? I missed your face. Glad you're here. Yes, Joey asked him a question on the Facebook side. Said, did he see that there was a vote for this match to be on stream? Yes, sir. Yes, everybody was able to vote for a little over 2 days, roughly, to determine which stream would be on the match, which I praised Mike and Kelly for. Love the idea. It's tough. Even when I go places, like they'll ask me, they'll be like, who do you want to be on the stream? Also, sorry, guys, if the stream cuts in and out briefly. We are having little incy-beansy internet glitches where magically it says, hey, there's no internet for just a split second, then it comes immediately back. So I do apologize if anybody's getting that on there and seeing that. Nice combo by JT there.
Good shot.
Well, I think the run's on. What do you think right now?
Good use of angles right here so far.
How you finishing this?
He's using a natural angle. It's just a little bit of top spin. Right, just like that. Position under 5 in that corner.
Look at that.
Yeah, just
Great location.
just gonna play position for the 6 on the side. Another top spin. Good use of top spin, by the way. Very effective on this match for him so far. See that? Wow.
Very well played.
Consistent use. Very well played. Very well. He uses top spin very well here. It's using the natural angle of the cue ball on top.
And it's amazing, too, Katrina. I love the fact you're even calling that out as a higher skill level player yourself. One thing I've noticed in my time of getting to do this and stuff, and something I've been trying to work on my game as well, is we get kind of entrapped in us lower mid-level players. We figure out bottom, and then everything is bottom 24/7, and then we figure out a little bit of inside and outside English, and then I know we're adding that all the time. It even got to the point on me where I would not take normal shots. I ain't talking about there was a reason in the world for me, but if I literally had a ball to go in a corner pocket and I'm right here, I'm still using a hair of outside to throw that, even though I have no reason whatsoever to do so if I don't have to. So I've gotten away from that finally, watching people like you and others play that are higher up. And it's amazing that you call it out. People want to say, double checking the score. 40 to 12? I'm just liking giving an extra point here and there. It is 40 to 12 right now. But yeah, it's a great call out on your part though. Of Top. Top is a huge.
Yeah.
I mean, watch the pros. Watch it. You won't see that inside-outside English being used unless it's a necessity.
Yeah.
You won't see them hitting extra things on the table if they can work around how the table's set up. So
Yeah, Joshua Filler, Jason Shaw, like those are like the top players that use center ball like really well, and it definitely helped out in their
Shaw's
game.
brilliant too.
Oh,
Goodness gracious, man. Well, great way to start that with a solid break here, but unfortunate leave. That 5-ball playing bully right now.
Yep, he's got to go for the kick. No jump shots allowed in APA, by the way. Oh, 3 rails. Oh, nice shot.
Nice. So he could jump shot there if he wanted to. He just can't bring out a jump cue. But have you ever actually jumped with a full cue before, like your regular playing cue? Have you ever done that?
I tried, but I realized you got to have like a hard tip to do that.
Yes.
A good example of that is Earl Strickland. He can jump with his playing cue. That is because he uses a hard tip
Yes, he does.
as his playing tip, and I'm like, wow, like, and I didn't realize it because he was drawing the cue ball very well, but that's also why he tends to play like simpler as well, and he tends to like rely on his shot making more. But like it's awesome to see him like jump
That's
it
that
with
9.
the full cue. Oh no,
JT getting no
bad
He
roll.
literally used a nice little bit of insight on that too.
Yeah.
To let it go back and forth the way it did.
That's actually where you could have you could use outside and use his top spin and with a little bit of outside to hit like that rail.
Yeah, he would have came.
Yeah,
up
2 rails,
Yep.
1, 2, and then
and over.
yeah, to the center.
Using the mirror trick right there. I like it. He's in a nice little run right now, though. He only needs 11 points left, or I'm sorry, 9 points left in this matchup.
Almost made it.
Oh, it's going to hang near the
good
pocket, though. Good job not giving ball in hand, though,
Yeah.
which is massive. Keep in mind, Tim still needs 3 more points to make another jump in the overall team score.
What do you think about like 2 rails? Like 2 rails as your go-to kick here. Like that kick shot from earlier. I think if you hit like I think I would have gone like 2 rails for that just to like catch a kick safe. Because if I hit it well, if you hit it well, there's a high chance that it might hide behind the 7.
Good shot.
Nice shot there by Tim.
Yeah, speaking about 2 rails, I've started to enjoy them more because I
Yeah.
found that there's what I consider to be a higher level accuracy in them because it's a 90-degree angle.
Yep.
From in to out the way it works, and it's really, really cool. So
Yeah.
I think whenever I just want to encourage you out there for those trying to increase their game, and you hear your captain tell you you're going to do a 2-rail kick and it seems intimidating, I don't blame you. I've been there. I got the coffee mug and the shirt. I'm with you 100%. However, they actually can work out far better for you.
Yeah.
So
And there are like instances where a two rail kick is much better than much easier than a 1 rail.
1 rail,
kick.
yeah.
So it's definitely something to learn, to learn.
Good
And
out.
there you go.
yeah, I definitely agree. And again, guys, for those that don't know, Katrina, what's your skill level now in APA? What are you up to?
Right now I'm only an 8-ball. I'm a skill level 8.
Yeah.
I only have a Fargo when I played 9-ball, but not an APA though. So
That's right. So you're skill level 7 and 8-ball.
yeah. Skill
Yeah.
level.
So you, I mean, likely if I had to say guess, you'd be a 7 or higher for sure in 9-ball without a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, you base it off on with Fargo too. If you play in the Fargo rated area as well,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah. APA does not touch Fargo whatsoever. They have their own equalizer system.
Yeah.
Instead.
Okay.
But it's always nice to have. Like I love whenever I see people with multiple, and you kind of get a better, wider picture of how well they've done.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, if I'm put up on a 9-ball team, I probably would have been a 5. No.
I was supposed to say.
No.
I was like, I'm not taking you on as no 5.
Nah.
Big bounce. He can still go for a back cut. He can also defense this too instead. I actually kind of like going defensive here.
Yep.
I think he's going to go for the back cut though. He's
Yeah, nice
pedal
shot
to the
there.
metal.
Now you can go for the safety here.
Yeah, lock up behind that 9.
Yep.
Let that 4-ball go on its happy trail wherever it wants to go. Uh-oh.
I know he wanted to put a little bit of draw on that, but it was like
Yeah,
a bit higher on the ball and didn't hit that as accurate as he wanted it to be.
I love us player mannerisms here and stuff when we do things. If y'all looked right there, he literally pointed his cue right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been perfect. Luckily, though, with him letting the 4 fly and not trying to control it,
Yeah.
he sent it downrange anyways, so. Well, that's going to be a good hit and not ball in hand,
Yep.
which is huge.
Okay.
That's massive.
Now JT has a possible run here. Just
And
needs,
he needs 3 points,
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Right now, it is a potential 16-4 win.
He's going with the top spin route again. Which is good. Overran it a little bit, but should be fine from here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't hit the rail. Yeah, you can't hit the rail first with that. With these rails here.
Might have got a good leave out of it, though. Looks like
Yeah.
6 is playing blocker.
Yeah. He got away a little bit there with the miss.
Guys, make sure in chat, show Mr. Catrino here the love and support. If you don't know this man, I would love to encourage you as well. Next time you see him around the room, definitely come up and say hi to him.
Hey. Yeah, thank you. I've been ever since I got the position for JF. Like when I got in here, a lot of people were like shaking my hand, like saying hello, and it's quite it's quite a scene here. A big ego boost. For sure, but
we call that moving on up, baby.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
yeah, yeah. And I appreciate the support for everybody who congratulated me for the position for Jay Flowers. If you haven't checked us out, if you want to check us out, be sure to follow our social media for Instagram, TikTok, and of course Facebook. You'll see some fun content by yours truly soon.
There we go.
All right, 2 more points for JT. Tim is hanging in there.
Yeah, he's definitely doing good. Again,
Yeah.
overall, Tim actually just has to get to 17, so technically it is a 4-2 race.
Yeah.
Is all that's left in it. Looks like he's got enough room to get on by then. I didn't think he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely did.
9 ball.
Oh.
Almost got it. 5 ball though. Yeah.
5 ball is not in a
enough
great
speed for
place,
that.
so by luck of it.
But I think Team So Good is following a game plan here where Tim is just maximizing his trying to maximize his points in this match.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is a good plan.
100%.
Yeah, we played their team in the World Qualifiers for 8 ball, and such a tough team, like really tough team.
By the way, assuming Jake is the last to play, and if Tim, doesn't get another point from this point forward, so just assuming things lie kind of where they are,
Okay.
Jake will only need to get to 13 points in the final
Sudden death.
sudden death matchup. Yeah,
Wow.
instead of him being, a skill level 6, having to go all the way to 46 points. So, one railer again here.
Oh, good try there, but maybe from my point of view, I think he put a little bit of right spin in there, which narrowed down the angle.
Kid says this match is a sphincter test. Kid, I love you. I appreciate that. That was funny.
Hey, kid. Yeah.
Unless I'm off on points, I hope he knows he should only need 1 more, but I may be off.
Yeah, I think he does need 1 more point. Hey.
Double check, just make sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
JT
one
needs
more
1.
point.
Trying to give you a good angle here of how thin this cut should be.
Wow, I love the fact.
Oh, nice bank here.
Wow. I love
What
the
a
fact
shot.
that JT knew he needed 1 more point, was playing defensive minded.
Yeah.
He knew not to try to risk or give anything up. So,
Yeah. However, really good defense, but better offense there for Tim
yeah,
at the time.
Tim landing that big
Oh,
shot here.
nice.
Oh, gets it.
Good shot there.
And again, I'll double check the overall final score here. But I think Tim has secured the next point here.
Nice shot. Oh, wow,
And
he's running good here.
He should only need this. If my score is right, he should only need this. And it's over.
Oh, good try.
Wait for it.
I don't. Oh.
He still gets it.
No way.
That should be it.
Nice.
I think that's
Yeah.
that is it. I see hands being shaked.
Wow.
Hey, big congratulations. Well done. Well deserved.
Good job.
Yeah, great matchup between these two teams here, and glad you guys got to vote on it and enjoy as well. Trina, you got anything else in closing remarks, brother?
Oh yeah, thank you again for those who saw the post. Be sure to check us out, J Flowers Cues and Cases, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and follow me too on my account. It's Katrina Reyes. Just look for my name, Katrina Reyes, and you'll see some pool content in there as well. I do pool content, pool trick shots, and everything related to pool. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate you,
Thank you for
brother.
having
Yes,
me.
yes. We'll see you around for sure. And guys, Tim Jones, Voice Jacksonville Pool here, signing out until the next round. Should be around a 2:30 start time here. Guys, y'all take care. Be blessed. Get some rest. As always, I want to be the one to get you to enjoy watching billiards again. We'll see you here in just a little bit. But go get some popcorn, get ready. And if you're not up here and you're around the area, just come on by. Predator's in the house. Marianne's got the APA stuff over there. Nick's over there doing cues. Come show the love and support. So appreciate you so much, Katrina.
sure.
Be blessed, guys. Take care, y'all. The voice of Jacksonville Pool.